All right, y'all. We are waiting on the guys to join in. All of them are trying to join in now. All right, we got one person in. Now we just waiting on Burger. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? Yo. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, y'all. My bad. So we here waiting on Burger. Burger having some problems.
Yeah, he had just texted me too. He was like, man, he been trying. I was like, I was too. I wasn't even trying to go on my phone. I was trying to go on my district computer, but it is what it is. What up with it, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Man, so introduce yourself to the people, man.
I'm Terrance Brock. I'm a band director at Carter High School. I went to Texas Southern University.
Okay. Man, what did you play, Texas Southern? Shout out Texas Southern, by the way.
I play B-tone.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Euphonium. I was a euphonium player. Let me say
Yeah, because they changed the name of it now.
Well, no, some folks will feel like because you said B-tone that he's not a real. No, it's supposed to be euphonium. You know how people be.
Right. All right, man. So, what was some of the best advice that you ever received while being in the band?
What, talking about being the band at Texas Southern?
Yeah.
A lot of it I really can't say on the air. But man, it's so much. I can't say the best because all of it was. The majority of it was really good though. Prof Lee, the general, man, say what? Prof Lee will tell you some stuff that it really won't hit you until really later on. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm really finding out now that it was really more golden than what it was when I first heard it. One thing was the main thing about Prof Lee and Prof Gibson, that was a assistant band director when I was there. Shout outs to Prof Gib. Was to really never quit, man. Like, make it happen. Like, not having excuses. Like, you make stuff happen. Burger just texted me. He said he's getting very aggravated.
Burger, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. I'm trying, bro.
Man, get my boy on there, man. But never quit, and man, it's so much, man. I can go on for hours on that. It's so much different stuff. And about handling business in a certain way. Prof Lee stressed that. Like, that was one thing that, he stressed a lot of stuff, but really understanding more than just the music aspect of it. Because if you don't handle business, then you really won't be able to get to the music, or you won't be able to display your music like you want to. But man, it's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff I can't really say on camera, but it's real. I'm gonna say how they said it because they was on, they was in their mode. Prof Butler, I think the best thing I probably ever heard from Prop Butler was like, I had to be better than him. Prop Butler, he's the founder of the Ocean. Benjamin Butler, he founded the Ocean, 1969. Shout out to the greatest, Mr. Butler, Prop Butler. But he was like, I had to be better than him. And I told him that I didn't think that he knew who he was. But you know, that's not an easy, you know, route to try to, you know, to try to accomplish. But I'm trying my best to, you know, step by step, day by day.
Hey man, that's all we can do is try, man.
Yeah.
Man, so when did you fall in love with band?
I don't even know, man. I never thought I was gonna be a band director. I can tell you that. Never.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to do. I always loved band. I got in the band like 4th grade. So, but I've always had an appreciation for music though. So I come from a family that always liked music. So I had a more I think that what more so led me to the band was because of that. I played sports too, but I always was like, I love music. So I was gonna do music in some type of way, form, or fashion. But I say what made me start loving it, like the love of band. Honestly, when I came to Texas Southern, like I loved it at first, but at first I really, when I came to Texas Southern, and that's when I really found out was like, okay, I really do I liked it. Like it's what was going on in that time. It was like it really fed. I don't know if fed is a word, but it met my personality. Oh my bad, I'm a little country, but it was like how I already kind of was. It's like I came into a program that was like really on that same type stuff. So it was like, it was almost like I was meant to go there, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Man, has anybody ever told you that you kind of sound like Zero a little bit?
No, I've never heard that in my life. No.
Man, Slick Side, you do sound
like
like
you
Zero.
trying to check me on the slick. I don't want to send nothing back over the internet. When I feel you to try to rip me a little bit, but I'm just messing with you, man. No, I've never heard that before.
Okay. So, man, who would you say are probably some of your biggest influences as far as in the band world, like band directors, arrangers, people like that?
Biggest influence, and I can't even say really in an order, but off top, I gotta say the general, Prof Lee. I do so much stuff that Prof Lee did is pitiful. It shocks me. Like I do, like I sound like him at times when I'm explaining musical things like to my program. And it's really not in the order, but I would say Prof Lee will probably be one of the biggest. My band director, when I first with high school, I'm originally from the Boo, but I moved to Dallas when I was in junior high. So when I came to Dallas, I had a band director named Michael Hendricks. Man, he works at Grambling. I want to say he's the one of the assistant band directors at Grambling. He taught me a lot. He was really on the like really about what you really could really do with it. And not only that, but Mr. Hendricks didn't play in the game. Zero. So he really was on the like, this is what it's gonna be. Prof Gibson, of course, Prof Gibson. He was a fool in my era of Texas Southern, so we learned a lot, not only just me, but a lot of folks that came during that era, we learned a lot from Prof. Prof really a fool. He really fooled for real. As I like to tell certain folks, like Prof Lee and Prof Gibson really taught us, like people like me, Mark Martin, Alex Boucher, what's that, Gerald Bryan, I can name even a few more, but they really taught us how to build the machine. Like, a lot of people don't know how to build the machine. That's a machine that's in like, how to really build a program to make sure that your band is doing what you need them to do. They really taught us how to build the machine, man. Like, some people know how to keep the machine running.
Right.
But it's something totally different in building the machine And they really taught us how to. I'm just using that as an aspect of. They taught us how to really build the machine to have a very good program, regardless of what you was trying to do and how to get on a certain level. I also look up to them as, for arranging as well. Cornell Knighton. I remember when I first met him. I first met him. By that time, I had moved to Dallas, so I was doing what's that honor band, and he used to host. Like he used to be like the person that one of the folks that used to have the clinician us or conductor. And when I first met him, I didn't even know that he was from Southern. He never. Not saying that he wasn't trying to rep, but like I guess he was there for concert. So I guess that wasn't his forefront of what he was trying to put. So I'm also knew him from his concert arrangements before I really was like, oh, he do this too. So I can say Cornell Knighton for sure. A lot of things like his aspect of what he really brought to it and like his mindset of why he did what he did, on a lot of stuff. It's many more, as I guess you could say, like arrangers wise. I like some things that what's that Foster FAMU? It was some for fullness and aspect of it, trying to make some things happen. As when with your arrangement and having the fullness of your arrangement and the ultimate input of what you're trying to do. I can also say my jazz band teacher, I think he's at New Mexico State now. His name was Horace Young. Man, that man now, he really made me understand about how you can really make chords sound and not really use like every part of the chord, but yet it can still be full. Like that, he helped me on a lot of stuff, especially when building a program. If you have a small program and trying to still get the influence of those colors of chords, he really taught me that. So gotta shout out Prof. Horace, man. Young, he's been a jazz teacher at Texas Southern. He's also Oceanite too. He marched in the ocean too. A fool. He done toured across the world. That man a fool. You're a real fool.
Okay. So, man, what made you even want to become a band director?
I ran from it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't want to be a band director, man. I didn't at that point in time. I just thought that I wanted to be something better. I don't want to say I discredit being a band director. It was just that the type of mentality and how I am and how strong I am. I want to be a lawyer. Like I felt like that's what I was supposed to be, or just doing something or something political. I didn't think I wanted to be a band director. I really want to say I really decided to really be a band director. I'm gonna say really around like '07, and that was like my third year at Texas Southern, and so I ended up switching my major because I just realized my grandmother always used to tell me, like, if you're going to do something that you love because it'll never be a job. Right. So even if you upset with it or you mad about what's going on, but if you love what you do, you'll always want to get up and go do it. And when I just got to a point that, about different things that I was not only doing in my section, and what I was doing with the band, I just really, really saying that I knew how to get people to understand a lot of stuff. Like, I always used to say, like, Brock can teach. Like, Brock, I can teach you anything. Or I can explain anything to you, as long as you got some sense to understand. Now, I can say that. Right. But I just went to it from there. And then so that was like changing my major from I was a business administration because I wanted to have my own business and stuff like that too. So, and I'm just changing it up and didn't know how long that the music program was. I probably should have did a little bit more research on that, but I'm glad I made the decision that I made though, at the end of the day. Very glad. I would have still been successful at whatever I was going to do because I just have that type of spirit. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to be successful. Right, but I think I will be, I know that I'm more happy in doing what I'm doing now. Way more happy.
Okay. Man, Burga having some problems, man. So we might have to get Burga on next time, man. Burga saying it won't add him to the meeting. I don't know what's going on. I sent this man the link. But So yeah, man. So what challenges did you have to face when you became the band director at Dallas Carter?
Man, too many. Too many. I came into Carter. I came into Carter like they were remodeling the school. Like we got a brand new band hall.
Okay.
Shout out to Ed the car band director. I seen he just got a brand new band hall too as well.
He going
We
crazy.
just got a brand new we just got a brand new band hall. So I was told, like, I came doing like the semester before I actually got offered the job. I was an extended sub in the head band director position, but there was an assistant band director that was there, but he was finna retire. I ended up finding out that he was going to retire. So I kind of came into a situation not knowing because I really didn't think I was going to stay at Carter. I thought I was going to go somewhere else because I was getting offers from other schools in the district. So I ended up getting offered the position, and I was told that when I first got there, when I first got there, who is this? It's Burga. I think this Burga might be calling.
I think this Burga right here.
Yeah. What up with it, bro?
What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up?
Burga, what up, man? My bad, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us, bro?
I can hear y'all, but I can't see y'all.
Hey, it's all good,
I see that
bro.
too. Yeah, you got a phone sign on there.
Yeah, I was on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know if we got to hit that little button that say like video on there. That's what I had to do when I first got on there.
Yeah.
It don't have no video. It just say it just like it. I used the link to call y'all, dude.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Hey, Burga, bro. What was it saying?
With it, man?
Why it won't let you join the link?
Nah, it wasn't letting me join. No, it wasn't letting me join.
Man, it's crazy, man. But Burga, man, introduce yourself to the people out here, man.
Hello, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, introduce yourself to the people out here.
Oh, all right, man. Y'all know what it is. This your boy Burga, man. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the people that fuck with me. And shout out to the ones that don't.
Straight up. Yeah, bro. Especially to the ones that don't.
That was mostly for the ones who don't.
Straight up. Hell yeah.
Hey, Burga, man, what made you want to become like the elderman of the band world, man? What made you want to do that?
Hey, bro, honestly, I didn't apply for the gig. Just kind of fell on me, dog. It's so many fake people in the band world that when people run across real ones, kind of rare. So people, they just stick to me, dog, because I'm real.
Right. All right, Terrance, bro, let me switch it back to you, man. So what was your best band memory, whether it was being a director or being in the band? What was your best memory?
Smashing on folks. That was the best
Talk
memory.
about like what you did, Skyline, in your first year. But let me be quiet. I'm gonna be
Burga, man, don't hurt me like that,
Burga.
What I did.
I'm gonna leave that.
I kept it
to say.
I kept
but
it
I'm
too
gonna
real.
Smashing on folks, and I'm not even talking about at Carter. I'm really talking about at Texas. Really, like some of the best moments, and then the grind that we had to go through. Like that's one thing I want to say. At Texas Southern, man, we was in every situation that a college band could really go through. Like a lot of the big folks don't really go through a lot of situations that we went through at Texas Southern. I was in a big band at Texas Southern. I was in a medium-sized band at Texas Southern. I was in a small band, and we won on all levels. So it's like we really taught how to make it happen on whatever level that you're on. And a lot of schools only have, and I'm not knocking nobody for having a big band. Get your big band. But I'm just saying that we just went through so much different stuff that we had to still grind. So we couldn't we couldn't hide behind a lot of stuff that I feel like a lot of other schools probably did. I mean, some more than others, but we just had to learn. Like, I know what a small band got to do to get the dub. I know what a medium-sized band got to do to get the dub. I know what a large band got to not do to get the dub. And a lot of people don't know those phases. So, it takes something to train me to really be those tales, bro. Like, for real, for real. Shout out to my school, D. Ocean, especially my era, man. Prof. Lee, Prof. Gibson, Prof. D, man, they got us right, man. Real talk.
All right. Burga, man, what was your best band memory?
Oh man, my best band memories is, man, it's a lot. Like, I'm from New Orleans, and I don't mean that like, no, it's like, it's so many memories, dog, just growing up in New Orleans. And most of my band memories was watching the guys before me, like the elders before me, kind of watching the way they do band and the way they done band, and you know, and seeing a difference in today and the way stuff was done back then. Like, man, so I'm just happy that I got to see those guys, you know, because a lot of people don't really get to see elders before them put in a lot of work and lay the foundation that we still have and leaning on for the day. So it's just cool, man. I got a lot of them, but I just want to give all the credit to the ones before me. Everybody before me, man. Them guys, the man. That's who laid the foundation, bro.
All right, man.
Oh, yeah.
Question for both of y'all, man. What are y'all looking for in a band student?
So much.
Man, yeah.
It's so much.
I mean,
but honestly, dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicated. Like, you know, if you dedicated, like, you willing to do something, you know, dedication. I'll say that. I mean, it's other stuff too, but I would say dedication, because you got to be dedicated to be good.
Okay.
If you dedicated, it adds a lot of other stuff.
Right.
So you can put in the time to do what you need to do to become great.
Most definitely. I mean, I add on to that dedication. I just want a kid who want to be there. Like, basically, you got kids that want to be in band. Like, 'cause, like, if let's just keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love my city in New Orleans. Like, you know, I love my city, but the kids are not what the kids once were. It's hard to get kids in band now, dude. Like,
that's everywhere,
because
man,
you got kids coming to you telling you, you know, I can't make band practice because I got to watch my little brother. Or my mama said I can't go. You know, like, just crazy stuff that they dealing with. So to have kids that want to be in band, that's the type of band kid I would want around. One that wants to be in band.
Okay.
Right.
So would y'all say y'all ever had that moment where y'all just felt like giving up in the band world? Like, man, this is enough. Or, man, I ain't think it was this.
If you ain't trying hard enough,
basically,
you gonna have that. You gonna have that. You gonna have it. You know how many times I was like, man, am I supposed to be doing this here?
Mm-hmm.
But that what my band directors instilled in me were like, I've never been a quitter. Like, I know when to stop someone. I gave my all. That's not quitting. That's like, okay, it's sometimes what they say, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But I'm not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, but I'm not finna quit. Like, I'm not finna be like, man, I'm just gonna quit. So it's all about not quitting, man. It's so much to that.
Okay.
Man, a lot of times when I felt like, you know, forget everything, it wasn't really because of the kids, man. It was because of the people, like the other adults, other band directors, now everybody don't share the same passion as you. And it's hard to get motherfuckers to care the way you care. And if you don't come in here half stepping, you can roll. Because I really love music. And if you don't love music like I love music, you can get from around me. And that's just what it is. Point blank.
Hey, that's real, bro.
Hey,
for real, bro.
That's real.
I'm the same exact way. But you already know that.
Man.
So, most definitely.
Man. So would y'all fellas say that music saved y'all lives in a way?
Of course.
Man, of course, man. Music is all three of our lives, if you want to be real. Yeah. We can all say that. Music saved all our lives, bro, in some form or way. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, it's important to push the arts of music. And you know, you get a lot of kids, man, that get off into sports, and I have no problem with that. But I always tell kids, man, how you gonna go ride the bench in sports? In the band, everybody start. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate to
everybody.
I hate to see coaches tell kids that dream of playing sports when you at the football. You could have been in the band in the stand, but you on the damn bench for 4 quarters. Like, so that's just kind of like, it's hard to. That's weird to me, bro. I'd rather sell arts. I'd rather sell that music, bro. Because you got more kids probably getting musical scholarships than they getting football scholarships and basketball.
It ain't no probably. That's what it is.
For real, that's facts.
And they be, them coaches, man, they be selling that dream to them kids, man. I be trying to tell them, bro. So it's hard. You competing with athletics. You competing with the world. So look, I tell kids, if any kid listening, man, you better go start in that band. You get to be seen in the band. You just wearing a uniform when you're in sports.
Right.
Especially if you ain't playing.
Right. All right. So Terrance, man. So what's that? Who's that one band that your band get real hyped up for?
Nobody.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, everybody don't look at music how I look at music. You got your folks that's out there that's doing this because you want folks to know your name. And I'm a person that I don't care about you knowing my name. I don't care if you talk about me. That's not my concern at all. I'm concerned on me being a better person that I can be for a program better. I'm trying to be. We're trying to beat us every day. I don't practice for nobody because we didn't do. In my era, Texas Southern, we didn't do that. We didn't practice for nobody. But we was wondering, was you practicing like we was practicing? Are you doing what you supposed to do? So I don't never go into a situation of I'm practicing for anybody. Now I will say this though, we ain't finna go up in there sounding trash, so I will get on you about that. But that's not I'm trying to do this because of this person and this person will be there because they are not my focus. It's like I really shouldn't be there. It's about the music for me. So it's like this ain't right now because this and this person gonna be there. I don't care if we was gonna be in there. It ain't right in the band hall. So it's no ain't gonna be right in front of folks. So I don't practice for and that's not a shout out to or a slug to nobody because I don't try to shoot slugs. I do things. I don't want no smoke because I'm a smoke factory. So I don't need to get nothing.
I like that.
So
yeah,
I don't, and that's why. And honestly, that's why I was telling you at first. I really don't do videos because I'm not really with that hype of with all that extra stuff that as we would say, all that rah rah that everybody with. So
that the best world be.
I'm not about, man. I don't be worried about people, but I swear folks be worried about me. But I swear I don't be worried about them. I don't know why.
Telling you, that's the band world today. More rah rah, less working. That's the way the band world working now. That's the dudes everybody like. That's the dudes everybody like. The dudes that's doing all the talk, no work.
Hey, Burger, so now I'm finna mess with you. Who are those dudes since you tried to get at me earlier? Who them dudes?
Uh-oh. Let them know, Berg.
It's a lot of them. They know who they are. They do more talking than they do working. It's gonna hit. I don't gotta say their name because it's gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them.
Right.
When they watch, it's gonna hit them. They gonna know I was talking about them.
Right. I was just messing with you, dog. I had to get you back. You tried to get me earlier. I had to shoot one back at you.
Yeah, I mean, like I tell you all the time, I'm a fan, and I tell you that all the time. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you, the person, and the work that you do, because you don't got a lot of dudes that put in the work that they say they be putting in. So, hey, keep being great, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm trying to, man, pray for me that I can do it better, man, because I don't feel like I'm the greatest to ever do it. I just know if folks can beat me or not. I'll be like, I know I ain't the greatest, but I know if you can beat me.
Say, Burger, man. Got your best friend Johnny in the comments, man.
My boy Johnny, man. That's my shout out Crucial Conflict, man.
And if I feel like that you can beat me, then I'm prepared for whatever situation I'm gonna go into, and a lot of situations that I don't even prepare for. Like when Burger was talking about earlier, when we had that battle with Skyline, man, I wasn't trying to even battle Skyline. Not that I was scared, but we had just came, and I wasn't scared. I went to Southern. I wish I would be scared of anybody. But at the time, we had that Battle of the Bands that was in Port Arthur. That was on that Saturday. So the band didn't get back until really like Sunday. So I was really tired. I had a lot of stuff I had to do at the band house. So really going for that Monday morning, which was a day and a half after that, we had that MLK parade. I was really trying to get man, bro, I was tired. I was like, let's get through the parade. It ain't too long.
Right.
I'm ready to go. Like,
Right.
I don't feel like I'm as much as a bandhead as I used to be. Maybe because the game has changed so much that a lot of folks be like, it'll make you kind of not want to be as a big of a band as you used to. But I just be like, I don't have no point to prove.
It's the game.
I don't be having no point to prove. Right. I mean, I love band. I don't think I'm a bandhead like I used to be. I love band, but I'm not. Maybe I should say I'm not today's version of what a bandhead is. I'm not there. Because it be times I don't want to hear no music. I want. That's it.
You know,
I'm around it so
if y'all
much.
know,
I love it, but you know.
Okay. So Burga, man, what would you say is the biggest difference between pre-Katrina bands and post-Katrina bands?
Oh man.
Man, why you hit me with that question? You don't even know that.
Did it?
Why you say, bro? Why he didn't hit me with this question like this, bro? But I think he done hit me with a whole right upside the head earlier. You wrong for this one, but
hey, bro, the world.
To me, honestly, I know I'm gonna piss some old heads off with this one. I do feel like the kids of today are ahead of where they were. Not saying musically, I'm just saying technology-wise, horn. Like a lot of cats back in the day, man, they were playing on generational horns. Their daddy might have played on them horns. You know, today the kids got better instruments. They got better band rooms. Everything just set up better for the kids today to succeed, man. So, but as far as the style and being New Orleans, that don't never change. But I'm rolling with these new cats, man. Cut that light on for me, Brinky.
Okay.
I'm rocking with these new cats today. So for any of my old school cats in the comments that get mad at me, I only speak my truth. I can't speak nobody else's truth.
Okay. So Burga, man.
What up, Burga?
What it do?
Would you say any out-of-state band that came to the city that kind of had you like, okay, they kind of nice?
Man, listen, the thing about me, I'm from New Orleans, and I think any band director that has ran across me can tell you, like, I get into gripes with people from my city because I'm willing to say when I think another band came down and kicked ass, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bands that I respect, man, but you got people like Brock. Man, look, I told Brock he could have came down this year. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. I talked to Brock earlier in the year, and I told him, you could have came down. You got people like Hunter's Lane, man. You got kids. You got Shaw. And you got the Craig Mines of the world. You got the Whitehavens. They got some bands that come down here, and they're not afraid of us no more. Like I say, back in the day, it was a fear factor with New Orleans bands. Not today, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to raise the bar for the kids in my city and the band directors in my city because people don't fear us no more. You know, coming to New Orleans used to be like, man, you got to work for that. We going to New Orleans. Mardi Gras, we about to put in that work. Now bands literally sit in their state and be like, oh man, we gonna take care of business when we go to New Orleans. That wasn't a thing, you know. Why would you cut the light off, dude? That wasn't a thing. Like, you know, band directors was really preparing to come down here. Not no more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So I hope anybody that's from my city watching, that's a challenge, man. Let's step it up a level. Let's get it back to what band used to be, because there's a lot of good bands that come down here and want the smoke.
All right. So Terrance, man, what would you say was your best arrangement that you wrote for your band so far?
I don't even know, man. A lot of it didn't even leave the band hall because I'll be like, man, let me tell you what I ain't gonna like. I don't care about you hating, but I got an issue with you telling the truth. You can hate all day, But if you tell them the truth,
Man, I love that. Say that again. Say that again. I don't got a problem with you.
I say, I don't got a problem with you hating, but I got an issue with you telling the truth. So if we sound bad, we sound bad. And a lot of people take a lot of stuff to heart. I don't have no feelings. I be telling folks I ain't had feelings since I was 14. So it's a lot of stuff that other people be worried about that I don't be focused on that. Like, I don't be caring. And not trying to say that's a negative saying I don't care, but I don't care to the level that it doesn't affect me. So, man, I mean, I just gotta, so I would say, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would say 2 songs, but they never left the band hall because we had a battle of the bands that was supposed to be in May, but Katrina told us that we had to be on the inside. So, I mean, what's that? Not Katrina. Corona told us that we ain't going
Corona's up.
Yeah.
That Corona.
So, but I would say I wrote this One Woman Man by David Hollister. And
I know exactly what
Name
you're
It,
talking about.
yeah, Name It, Claim It by the Clark Sisters.
Okay.
Oh, that man write music over there, man. I told y'all, Brock underrated, bro. I be trying to tell him.
You know, I love it, though. I love it. I love it. Don't worry about me. Watch TV. Don't worry about what I got going. I love it, though. Don't worry about me, because I ain't worrying about you. So I feel like I give to you what I want you to give to me. Don't worry about me, because I promise you I'm not worried about you.
Straight, I'm good.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Right.
Big dog.
All right, fellas, man. So what advice would y'all give these up-and-coming band directors?
You got
Can
it,
I go
Burga. I'm
first?
gonna let you go first.
Woo, man, listen. Run band the way you want to run band. Do not. You don't have no friends in this game. You may have a few dudes
Zero.
that you cool. I'm being so real. You don't got no friends in the band world. Especially if they do the same thing you do. Think about it. If I'm a band director and you a band director, we do this. We in competition 24/7. No matter how you look at it. No matter how you look at it. Every time I'm somewhere with a band and you somewhere with a band, you are the competition. You are the enemy. And we could be the best of friends. I be telling people that.
Right.
Friends in this band world, boy, you better get it. It's really dog and dog world. Get it how you live. And run band the way you see fit. Don't run band the way you see the other man on the street running band, because that ain't gonna work for you. Do
That
what
ain't gonna
works
work
for you.
for you.
Or
Right.
you ain't gonna let get ate up in this world. I'm telling you.
All right.
You said the up and coming bander. What was the question again?
Yeah, what's some advice you would give up-and-coming band directors?
Well, if they haven't graduated, to really get to the music, man. Get to the music. Like, it's stuff that a lot of people put on pedestals that's really not important, because I can go more in depth, but I got enough enemies and I'm not trying to create no more. But focus on and folks, I'm gonna tell you, and Burga tell you, folks get mad at me and Burga because we tell the truth. Man, I promise
we
you,
tell
I'm gonna tell
our
you the
truth.
man.
The whole truth, nothing but the truth will help you.
I don't even tell you I'm not even telling you my side, because a lot of time I be saying stuff that's the truth, and I be like, man, I really don't like that, but it's the truth though, so I gotta tell it regardless.
Yeah.
So man,
what the old folks say, Brock, the true hurt, right?
True
What
hurt.
the
I
old folks
love
say,
it
the
though.
true hurt.
I love the truth. I crave for it. Give it to me.
Tell me the truth. I don't want to hear all that old
People
fake
not
ass
like
shit.
that.
A lot of people
Right.
can't handle
I
that
would
truth.
say focus on the music. Really know to get, man, this might be a long one, my bad. Get into your, pay attention. Some people call it theory classes. Some people call it, what's it called, a harmony. Whatever you call it at your school. It's like 1, 2, 3, and 4 of it. You need to be focused on that. Because when I don't even really watch a lot of these band battles that really going on. I really don't. I also get people ask me, do I watch? And I'm like, okay, I'll watch a little bit of it, but on a musical level, it doesn't give it to me, because I understand what it's for. So I guess I'm like, I can't expect some musical stuff out of something that folks, that's not what they're going for. So I can't, you feel me? So I can't, that's not what they're going for. That's not what this avenue is for. I would just say that boys need to know voice leading rules. Like, know music, man. Like, that alone will make you better than somebody who probably better than you in arranging because they don't even know the basics of music. Like, man, I done talk to a lot of up and coming folks, bro, and that's why folks be in their feelings. But I tell them the truth. Like, I just ask them basic music questions, like, what's the difference between a perfect authentic cadence and an authentic cadence? Like, what's the difference? What's a flago cadence? What's a deceptive? Because if you finna graduate, you gotta take that test, man, and you gotta pass that test. If not, then you gonna be a person who trying to have band, and you ain't gonna even get paid like a band director's supposed to really get paid. So focus on the stuff that's gonna get you because yeah, I love you, but I promise you, I do love the money more. But yeah, I don't do it for the money. But I know that I wouldn't do it for lesser money than I'm getting. I do know that. But like it's more than just this is something that you make in your livelihood. So put in the work on all aspects of it. Learn how to go teach somebody. Go stop writing these fantastic voyage, almost cuss type arrangements, and you can't teach that. And you know, in the folks I know that folks they probably got some, well, they sound good. I put it like this because a lot of stuff I need to see what it looks. A lot of people rhythms is a such thing as note dictation rules too. But see, don't nobody want to talk about that on the videos though. That's too real. And when you talk about stuff like that, then now you're putting down what they do. No, I'm just asking questions because this is the type of stuff that's gonna be on the test. Like, you gotta know these things. And like, man, Prof Gibson and Prof Lee, you know how many arrangements that I could have had. Not only me, Mark Martin, other people at Tech Southern that we could have got played 5, all the way 5. But rhythms wasn't right, man. Prof Lee and them like, don't worry about it. It's over. like small stuff. Or this is Pop Gibson thing. Pop Gibson see a rhythm, he'll say, clap, count, and tap your foot that rhythm. And if you can't clap, count, and tap and count that rhythm, and he gonna be like, man, say them folks used to destroy us, bro. Like how folks be getting on because folks be being real with them. No, Prop Lee and Prop Gibson used to sit there and tell you that is trash. You can't even count that out yourself. So why you want me to put that in front of my band? And you can't even clap and count it. Like you don't even know where your beats lie. It's so much stuff that I feel like they need to be focused on. Go out there, go teach somebody who don't know nothing. It's easy to teach I almost said something. It's easy to teach someone who is not that good in college because they have an understanding of certain levels of music. Even though their foundations might not be as strong as they need to be. Right, so they understand something. So it's easy to, okay, I can get this out there on you. But when you gotta go teach somebody, you done wrote this part for the mellophones, and they got they E's and F's, which is concert A flats and B flats. You know, for you folks out there that don't know your music. You feel me? Like, but then you writing that, but you got a mellophone player like they barely playing above middle C.
They barely playing with you.
So these fantastic arrangements like you doing, you need to focus on, can you get that same concept with a program that don't have that? Like, man, that's why I give probably.
So you said teach them churn. Teach them churn something.
Right, man. Prof Gibson them used to tell it, bro. Prof Gib and Prof Lee used to tell us something like this. All right, this same song you just wrote for the band. They be like, write this same song. Your mellophones can't go over concert C. Your baritones ain't going over concert L. Like tubas, keep tubas like tubas supposed to be. Ain't no fantastic. Everybody want to play C's, D's, E's, and F's. They
yeah, like, put them in the meat of the horn, man. Put them right there in the meat of the horn.
Right, they was like, still get that same concept out and still make it sound like the song. So that's why now, when the band that I got now, it's nothing to write for them. It's nothing for me to do that because I know how to make you still sound good with your size. and not trying to do so much just to try to feel like you're competing with everybody else. But yeah, it don't really sound that hot. But as my grandma used to say, you like it, I love it. But yeah, learn your music stuff, graduate, be able to pass this certification test, man, because at the end of the day, and know how to conduct yourself. Oh, you gotta know how to conduct yourself. Like, man, Prof Lee's always get on them. That's why a lot of folks, if I'm really out, if I go to somewhere like this really about my band, I'm gonna always have on a blazer. Prof Lee, you gotta look like a band director all the time. So make sure you look like a band director. Even when you dress down, you still must look like you are a band director regardless. So it's because you are the face at the end of the day. So you got to make sure that you portraying the type of, that you put up a focus so that, okay, he's doing something. Even if he's in his jeans and he's in his shirt, okay, you're not sagging in your jeans or as my principal say, your shirt ain't so tight that it look like your little brother's shirt. Like you, it's just certain, it's just certain levels of professionalism, even when you dressing down.
Professionalism, yeah. You're a professional. At the end of the day, anytime you out somewhere with that band, you gotta be professional at all times. Because you're responsible for people's kids, man. And people don't really realize that. Now I'm happy nothing never happened to where, that shit have to come to pass, man. Like, you're a band director, but you're responsible for however many kids you got holding a horn. And if something happened, it's coming back on you.
Okay. So, Burga, man, who would you say your top 5 bands in the city right now?
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you about to get me cussed out. I might get shot tonight. But I'm going to go based off of this past Mardi Gras. I'm going number 1, George Washington Carver. I love bands that still focus on sounding good, man. I tell people all the time, man, sounding good is more than half the battle. I don't give a shit what you play. As long as you sound amazing doing it, play it. Number 2, bro, I'm gonna go with Abe. A lot of people give Abe flack. And shout out my boy, shout out my boy Johnny, because
shout out to Johnny.
One thing I know about Johnny, man, Johnny putting in that work, dude, and they like to discredit him. You know what I'm saying? But Abe was number 2. Man, number 3 was kind of hard for me, but I'm gonna have to go with Carl. I love the size that they had on them this year. They were, you could tell it was a younger band. I wish I would have got more from the size that I saw. Landry Walker, number 4. And Helen Cox, man. I'd be remiss if I don't put Helen Cox in my top 5. For y'all that are not familiar with bands in New Orleans, band director Lonzy Jackson, man, been a band director for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lonzy, yeah.
Shout out to Lonzy.
I ain't never heard one of his bands sound like shit.
Ever. Never.
Right.
Never heard one of his bands
sound like shit. He was my Crab Brother band director.
Yeah, man, Lonzy the truth, man. Lonzy been putting in work for a long time. He really is. Lonzy the truth, bro. I know y'all gonna be mad at me when y'all get this top 5. They gonna be mad at me. They gonna be inboxing me, cursing me out. But guess what?
Hey,
they gonna be like, bro, why you out there saying all that, bro? You know you lied.
Yeah, they know I don't care, dog. They know I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna say what it is. If you want the truth, come to me. If you want to hear something from somebody else, go ahead, let them tell you what you want to hear. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear.
Hey, Burga, Burga, did you see what I put on Facebook a few weeks ago? I said, I can't relate to fake, but I can appeal to real. I can't relate to fake.
Always.
I can appeal to real.
But you know what's so crazy? The game's so saturated with fakeness. And it's crazy because
beyond saturated.
That's who everybody like. And I be telling people, though, I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not sucking up. I'm not doing it, though. I'm gonna be me regardless. And I lose a lot of friends because I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you my friend and I call you my partner, if I can't call you out and say I don't like that, I got partners that ask them, Barrel Coleman, to tell you I am honest. You ask me something about your band, man, I'm gonna tell you. Because if I'm your partner, I can never have you out there head first. Knowing that your band out there first, I'm gonna let you know, say, brother, look, you need to do this, do that.
Right.
It's all on how you take
it. Trash. You get that shit together. Straight up. I feel you.
Now I probably ain't gonna do you that in public like I might do some other niggas I don't fuck with.
Right.
But if you my partner, I'm gonna let you know straight up what's real.
You can't even get in my circle if you can't tell me something.
Exactly. If you
A
can't
lot
tell
of
me,
people, if you can't tell me the truth, man, you'll be an associate forever.
you crippling
Or
me,
you'll
man.
be somebody that know me. And
I
this
know
is what I had to find out. Mark Martin, and that's one of my, he's not a friend, that's a brother. Mark Martin, that's out there at
man, I love
what's that,
man.
Beaumont United? That is,
Shout
I
out to
love
really
Mark.
like
Mark.
that right there.
Shout out
Man,
Mark.
say,
I'd be remiss if I don't
can't
shout
be
Mark
in my,
out.
Mark has to, and I won't say he has to, he tries to get me to in a better situation in my mind because folks know me. And that's what I'm honestly, Burga tell you, this is real reserved for me. It's
Yeah,
real
look, see,
reserved.
bro. I gotta calm my boy down, bro. He be ready to, yeah, my boy. Y'all
I be
leave my
ready to
boy
get
alone, bro. Leave my boy
right.
alone. I ain't
Because I
got.
don't like fake and fraud stuff. I don't like stuff that it be on some. That's why I don't fool with too many. So I'll be like, well, that's y'all. That's what y'all got going. Don't ask me because I'm going to tell you. But I have to now, Mark gets me to realize that a lot of folks, even though I don't care about what you think about me, a lot of people care about what I say. And I don't know why. I'm not even
Ooh, they
looking
do.
for that. But yeah.
Because it affects them directly. You gotta understand, bro. When you say stuff, and I tell people all the time, and y'all heard the saying before, bro. If you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the hit one gonna holler. I could put out you put out general statements, bro. You ain't trying to diss nobody. Everybody take it to heart. Oh, this nigga hating. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, bro, you gotta step back and say, is a nigga really hating or is they trying to put me on? A lot of these
Right.
dudes out here need to be getting put on instead of trying to be in the front of the camera all the time. And I get it. I tell people all the time, bro. People say, "Oh, I'm the same person when this camera off and when that motherfucker on." And if you
Man,
ever
I
met
swear.
me, you know this. You
I
know this.
swear I am.
So I tell people all the time, it's not no front with me. I don't act like this when the camera come on. If you ask me something
Right.
off camera, it's gonna get told to you the same way I'm gonna tell it to you when the camera on. Now it's all on
Like
you how
that.
you receive it. I don't really care. Cause I be telling dudes, I can fight. And
What?
I don't have no back.
All
I
that.
don't have no back.
I'm talking about
So whatever
all of
you
that.
want to do. Yeah,
Whatever
I don't
you
got no
want to
back.
do. Straight up, Burga. Yeah. I'm about whatever you want to do. I'm trying to be better, but I'm about whatever you want to do.
Don't let them YouTube views get you beat up, boys.
God's still working with me. He's still working with me. I promise you he is.
Yeah, I stay trying to tell dudes that, man, I'm the same person 24/7, bro. I don't mess with nobody. If you don't want to know my real, don't ask me if you don't want to know the truth. Because I'm giving it to you raw and cut. You can take it how you want.
Straight up. And I be by myself, so you don't have to worry about a group of folks with me. I'm ready for whatever.
I be by myself, but guess what? If I'm not by myself, that's worse for you because you getting jumped. I tell my partners all the time. If I'm with you and you start fighting, oh man, I feel sorry for that person because I'm jumping in. You gonna know. Don't ever, you see them dudes who Burga be with, they gonna jump you. Do not mess with them dudes.
Straight up.
All right.
But you know.
We got some questions in the comments, man. So Terrance, man,
Here they come.
How do you navigate dealing with different band directors and their personalities?
Oh, that's a good one. I want to get it.
Man. In this game, I'm going to be very cordial, Burga. You can tell me if I was cordial about what I'm going to say. In this, I don't even want to call it a game because I tell folks all the time, I'm a person that don't play the game. I scrimmage with you, but I don't play the game because the scrimmage don't go for the record. And that's just the game we play before the season gets started. So,
exactly.
Man, I can say so much. I'm trying okay. F it. When you deal with a lot of folks, it don't matter where you at, and it's in everybody district. It's just anywhere. So when you deal with folks that are trying to do things for gain, and they're so used to messing over folks, but yet they don't feel like that's what they're doing. You have to, as my grandma used to say, you gotta feed folks a long handled spoon. Certain people I just don't deal with. I'm cordial toward. It's people that I can't even say I don't dislike them. It's not even that I dislike them. It's just like I don't like how you move. So therefore, since I don't like how you move, it's kind of far for me to continuously to be in your face. But if we have to do something for the betterment of the children, then I'll be cordial all day.
You can be cordial,
Not fake, but cordial. Cordial, okay, this is what we're trying to do. Let's do that. But at the end of the day, it's only about the job that we're doing. So you have to, and I'm learning this too, because I'll be wanting to tell you when you're doing some stuff that's wrong. I mean, you're not supposed to condone stuff. I would want somebody to tell me. I'm pretty sure if I was doing something wrong, Burger gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you tripping?
You tripping,
like,
B?
Right?
B, you tripping?
So, but when you do that to folks, you get ostracized. When you have morals in this game, when you have morals and being a band director, folks don't like you because you don't stand on the stuff that they stand on, because at the end of the day, they really ain't standing on nothing.
Not a thing.
So it's like you have to be very, like I am with this question, you have to be very cognitive of what you do. But at the end of the day, they are such things that people call gatekeeper. So therefore, they tell you that you might not want to get under this person's skin because you never not know who you will have to, who will you have to need to get to the next spot. And I understand that. That makes sense to me. That's not nothing that I'll be like, okay, that's dumb and that's stupid. But morally, I have an issue with that. because God is my gatekeeper. And so it's kind of hard for me to sit here and to worry about somebody that's on this earth that's got flesh and blood like me. But yet, I try my best not to make no more enemies. If I make an enemy because I am the way that I am, because I'm truthful, I'm getting better at telling you how truthful that I am.
You ain't got no enemies, Brock. I tell people all the time, it's just a bunch of niggas that don't like me. But they ain't gonna tell me.
Oh, that's the thing. That's it right there.
An enemy gonna let you know he an enemy.
Right.
An enemy let you know he an enemy. These dudes, it just be a bunch of dudes that don't like you, and I be telling dudes, like straight up, dude, I will beat you clean up. So don't get nothing twisted.
Yeah, so you gotta just know how to. I guess you gotta know how to politic. I don't like playing the game. Some people call it playing the game. I just saying that I try my best not to make anything worse on me, but I got morals and I got standards.
You gotta do a better job at politicking. Politicking don't make you a weak person. Sometimes you gotta politic to keep you from beating the nigga down. Right. I tell people all the time, sometimes it's okay to politic, because if I got a politic to keep me from really beating you down, dog, and I tell people all the time, I'm like the coolest person ever. So if you got me to a point to where I won't beat you up, dog, you really a low-down person, dog. You really must have rubbed me the wrong way, dog, because there ain't too many people that I get on that level with. I try to be cool with everybody, dog, like, until you show me something I don't like. The way I move away from a person, dog, it just takes one time. If I see you being phony with somebody that I know you supposed to be cool with, and you barely know me, what that mean? You don't care about me. If this how you feel about me every day. So yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on you. I gotta feed you with that long handle spoon.
With that long, I'm talking about it's so long, it's like 4 states long. You feel me?
Extend the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that was Mark Wayne there asking questions, man. Oh, he got a question for you too, Burke. He said, man, why you don't never mention Beaumont United, man?
Man, Mark do me this all the time. You know what's so crazy, bro? I've been watching Beaumont United for a long time, bro. I remember after Katrina, bro, I went to Kashmir, bro. People don't know this, bro. I marched in the band at Kashmir, bro, in Houston, Texas. I will never forget the first time I saw Beaumont band, bro. It was so crazy because being from New Orleans, you really don't think there's other good bands until you see there's other good bands. So, bro, like Beaumont, like always had a good program, but that's so crazy. And the philosophy that Mark used, brother, the philosophy that he used in life, that's how I know his band is one of the better bands. Because you can tell by how people rock in everyday life, bro, what they doing with they band. If you're a shitty person in real life, you're 9 times out of 10 your band shitty.
This is true.
And that's just what it is. And I rock with Mark, because you know why I like Mark, bro? You know how you meet people that just tell it how it is all the time, bro? That's Mark, bro. And I could be around a person like that every day, bro. If you get mad at a person that tell you the real all the time, you a phony motherfucker. Excuse my language. You phony.
Straight up. Yeah. You phony.
Shout out to man, who was this? Shout out to Cinnamon Goddess. I don't know who that is, but shout out. So Burger, man, who would you say is your top 5 pre-Katrina bands? Since you did post-Katrina, who your top 5 pre-Katrina bands is?
Why you keep doing me this, dog? This man keep putting me. Say, bro, y'all don't know all day. Listen. All day I'm going back and forth with these old heads in this group because of questions like this. Now I know they really about to hate me now. My top 5 bands before Katrina as follows. Man, I know they're gonna hate me. I would be so wrong not to say St. Augustine, the most consistent band to come through our city, bro. Like St. Aug, bro. Like I can't make a pre-Katrina list and not see St. Aug. St. Augustine, you got Kennedy. I mean, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm gonna have to go Sarah T. Reed, Miguel Bond band, man. That man is I say it all the time. And if you can match me, find me a better recruiter than Miguel Bond. Find me a better recruiter from high school on up to college.
It's real.
Find me a better recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
So I say Reed was number 3, Kennedy number 4, and McDonald 35 is number 5. So my 5 bands. Now I know they're gonna hate me for saying this, but hey, it is what it is. They're gonna hate me.
All right.
I got a question for you, Burger.
Oh Lord, what you got? What you got?
Uh-oh.
What you got, B?
What about Carver? You ain't no unmentioned Carver?
See, it's hard. Listen, Carver is an honorable mention because Mr. Rollins was at Reed first. So like when I do that, I try to go and I try to pick out of every era because I always leave a catch from the 80s. I try to leave the catch from the 80s out, and they get mad at me for that. So I'm thinking overall, like Carver did it for a while, but they didn't do it longer than those bands that I named. If it makes sense.
Okay.
They didn't do it longer than Mr. Rollins got the Carver at 99, 2000.
Yeah.
So Katrina hit in 2006. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
It wasn't that long. You know what I'm saying? It was a run, nonetheless. It was a great run, but
it was interrupted because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
I understand.
Think about it, Mr. Rollins still in that Carver right now. And Katrina had never hit.
Man, that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair, man. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, he actually put a foundation at 2 different schools, man. That's hard to do. That is very hard to do, bro.
All right.
Hey, and I would be very remiss if not to shout out Javon Pollard and my boy, man, at Skylandville. Iron, man. Them boys put in work too. And they from the city. But them boys, man, they got some bands, bro. And it's so much talent in the world and in the band circuit period that you leave people off the list unintentionally, bro, because it's so many good bands out here.
Okay. Right. So Terrance, man, for your band kids that might be watching this interview, man, any words that you want to tell them?
Man, we going through a lot right now, man. Like we can't even have practice until like 7. So it's a My thing is be practicing. So when we do start, and I do want to say this too. Shout out to those band directors that's out there that's dealing with COVID with small bands, because that we are going through a lot because of that. Because especially now that and we just got word today that we might be starting back 8 weeks past the 8th. So we don't know what they're gonna do out here in Dallas ISD. So, but I just know that COVID has really messed over my recruitment. And not only that, but about folks that's coming back. Okay, well, you got your parents that are concerned, which you can't, I'm not mad at nobody about being concerned about COVID. So they're opting for what they call it, remote learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So therefore, when you already a small program,
yeah, it's even harder.
Recruitment, and then this is your first year at a program with your feeder schools. Are not the best. We're building them as well. We'll say that. So I'm not only about building Carter, but I'm building my whole bracket, and so my whole bracket of my feeders. So I'm a little concerned. So I would tell them just to keep working hard, because I'm studying. Not only I got all this stuff that's going on, but I'm still working hard for their recruitment. Like, I'm going to people's houses. Like, some people not answer their phones. Sometimes you got to go old school with it. Like, hey, I got my mask on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Old school.
What's going on? Because I don't want to die wondering. I'd rather know what it's gonna be. And then not only that, they might move they might do the same thing that the SWAC did and move our football season to next semester. So it's like, which if they do that, I'll be happy, honestly.
Right. But, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I mean, but I still want my seniors that are seniors this year to have a you don't want to not have a season, your senior year.
Right.
So I would say to tell them to keep on enduring, stay safe, be safe, wear your mask up, not mask off, and clean your body.
Because everybody can't be both my United. They out here practicing. I be crying. I be so happy, but I be crying. Because I be like, check out.
And I went out there too, and I said, man, I wish I could start. One thing about me, I be having to see bad going on. Like,
you like
bad. So I went out there to go see, what he had going on. So that's my brother. So that ain't like even traveling to me. That's going to go see family. So
that's going to family house. That's like you can walk in the refrigerator. Your refrigerator, my refrigerator. What you got here?
And then Mark got the garden in the back. He can go pick you off something off at the back on the tree or something back there on Mark.
You get a couple of these tomatoes, man. You get a couple of these tomatoes.
Man gave me a lot of stuff, man. He gave me a lot of stuff when I was out there. What a time before this time I went out there.
Man. I remember when you was out there with him.
Hey, say, I got a question for Burga. Can I ask a question for Burga?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, Burga. And that ain't going to be what you probably think on my ass. What you think I need to do to be better as a better band director?
Trust in yourself. Focus on what you got going on. Pull a trigger. Sometimes I get from you some just from having a conversation. I get that when he asks you what's your favorite arrangement, you're like, oh, it never left the band room. Man, pull that trigger. We'll never know. You will never know what you got until the public hears.
Right.
So stop pulling that trigger a little more, man. Like I said, you already pushing the issue of teaching your kids. And I tell people all the time, and a lot of the old heads rag on the younger generation today for playing a lot of rap tunes. And the crazy part is, I don't disagree with them. So I say all the time, I do feel like band directors need to start pushing the bar, man. Play some other type of music. It's okay. Play other genres of music. Rap ain't the only genre out here. That's how bands like Hunter's Lane come down here. Man, that shit scared the hell out of me. I'm like, that's Ricky, man. That was a Ricky shit.
Rick, what up, fool?
Bro, man. Who that Negro on that nag?
Who was that nigga on that nag? That scared the hell out of me.
Rick, what up, man?
What up, man?
That's real. I appreciate that, Burga. Hey, I appreciate that. That's real. That's real, bro.
Pull that, start pulling that trigger, man.
All right. Oh, Burger.
I got something going on here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
All right.
1 second.
We got a question for Burger, man. They say, what pre-Katrina band and what post-Katrina band would you like to see in the battle?
I would love to see Carver of Mr. Rollins era versus Edna Carr of Chalupa era. Like, I say this and people get mad, but Edna Carr is the most entertaining band that I've ever seen come through New Orleans.
Thanks.
And I'm not talking about nothing that they do through the horn. I'm just talking about the look,
overall
the showmanship,
entertainment.
overall
Right,
entertainment.
exactly what you mean.
Edna Carr is the most entertaining band I ever seen come through my city. And
I say this here on that note. Edna Carr is the most entertaining band since Chalupa got that post-Katrina. But pre-Katrina, the most entertaining band was Will with Carl with the 8-man fronts with the big hats doing in 02, 03.
Yeah, they did eight drum majors. But if you'd have had 8 drum majors, think about it. You got the K4, the K5 that Carl do. Bro, I never saw Carl and then not be like, wow.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like when they like a lot of people like that, like y'all do post. You got to get at the Will pre-Katrina and get at the Chalupa post-Katrina because you know.
Give me a chance too. But even though I wasn't about to say Carver, even though I wasn't gonna say Carver because the 8 drum major thing was cool, but. When I say this, like I don't say this to be disrespectful. I felt like a lot of bands before Katrina were just trying to go. They didn't care about the gimmicks and the show. They just was trying to go. They wanted to battle. It was straight up, let's make it happen. Bands now are focusing more on the look, the style, the showmanship. And I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. You can put Edna Carr in the room with any band. You've been to a lot of Wave Fest. You know what I'm talking about. Every Wave Fest Edna Carr 10, they're going to stand out. Every single one of them.
That's facts.
And they got a band. I would be crazy not to say this because now I'm thinking about Wave Fest. I don't know who's the band director at Memorial. I don't know where Memorial is. I think it's in Texas somewhere.
Come on, Port Arthur.
Yeah, Port Arthur.
Port Arthur Memorial. Bruh, I have yet to see a high school out-drill them yet.
Oh yeah, them boys be drilling, man. That's that man, Mr. Frazier, Alex Frazier, man.
Shout out to that man.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I saw this man band like some years ago, and my lip was on the ground. I was like, oh my God.
You got to go back way back when Nate was at Washington Marion.
Way back in time.
Nate started it.
Man, we gotta get a time machine. You talking about getting a time machine?
No, what I'm saying is Nate was undefeated. Then Everson became undefeated. Then Cab became undefeated. Now it's Port Arthur that's undefeated in the like the Battle of the Band competition ranks like right now.
Ain't nobody messing with them people on the field. I'm real enough to say that. What I saw out them people at that Battle of the Bands in Baton Rouge, and St. August is known for going on the field.
Yeah.
Right.
They made a St. August field show not look entertaining.
Hey, what year was that you talking about?
Man, what year was this Wave Fest? Y'all gotta know. Y'all BRP, y'all gotta know.
Hold on. That's the year.
The year called St. August, Dallas Carter, Scotlandville, and Memorial was there. It was them 5 bands.
That was 2000. That when.
So you talking about like the mid 2000, like 06, 07?
No, it's after that. Maybe
that
2013, 2014.
I think it was 2013.
2013, 2014, yes. That was my first time ever seeing Dallas Carter. Yeah. That was my first time.
I'm trying to think of that it's another dude that was over there. I think he the fine arts director too. I think he used to be head, but now he the fine arts director that's over there. What's his name? Trent Johnson?
Yeah, Trent is a principal.
Yeah. Oh no, that man right there. That's the truth. That man there.
Yeah.
Oh, 2014. Somebody said 2014, Burger.
Man, look, that was my first time seeing Memorial High School. And
Burger. You's
What's
a
up?
piece of shit.
Uh-oh. Burger, man, you got that man started, bro.
Oh, who said that?
Ricky, man.
Ricky, he get that from Matt, man. Look, Matt always say, y'all gotta realize this, bro. Matt is an old head, bro. He played snap at Kennedy in the glory years. So no matter what
You got
I
to
talk about,
realize this, Burger. I graduated the same year Matt graduated.
but y'all be, bro, like nobody cares about what happened in 53 AD. We on another wave now. And we don't be trying to be disrespectful to y'all, because we respect what y'all did before us. But we don't.
I'm from Baton Rouge though, Burger. You know, I can say that I'm from Baton Rouge.
But Ricky, you've been around bands. You damn near grandfather in New Orleans. Ricky, you've been around New Orleans bands your whole damn life. This dude probably know more about New Orleans bands than I do.
Hey, he probably do.
Hey,
Ricky keep telling me shit I don't even know happened.
Hey, Burger. Listen, this what has to happen in the music culture overall. Teaching has to be done, and from the collegiate level all the way down to the high school level, middle school level, directors have to be accountable for for bad sounding bands and no musicianship when they bring songs. Band directors need to stop rushing songs out the band room just to batter somebody and have a long playlist.
But didn't I just hold on, Ricky? I just said this on Crucial Conflict last week, and everybody got mad at me. I literally just said this on Crucial Conflict last week about band directors. Everybody don't need finale, bro. Because it's so many dudes who using finale the wrong way and then putting this bullshit on paper and giving it to these kids.
Don't talk about that.
Bro, I got cussed out last week for this same exact thing. I believe finale is being abused. Finale needs to call the police and report some of these dudes.
Man, first of all, a lot of these people putting stuff in music they can't play.
Ooh, that means again.
Right.
A lot of people putting shit in music that they can't play, and they expecting these kids to play when they're not teaching these kids fundamentals. They just teaching the kids to go out there and blow.
So they tell them, first trombone, 1, 3, 1. Dude, I'm telling you.
Nigga, we play Burga High School this year. Here go the music, read it. First 3 measures, 5, 6, 7, tempo. Roll up.
And then they be badly good themselves. They would be making me mad. I'd be like, bro, you really not that good. Like, I know how you can play. One thing you can say,
it's a lot of dudes that I respect on the instrument.
Right.
But teaching wise, and I tell people all the time, and this is a misconception with band period. Just because you can play your horn, don't mean you can teach shit.
Oh, that don't mean that at all. Oh, it don't. No.
Dudes really believe because they can play horn.
Let me piggyback that. Let me piggyback what you just said. Just because you have a music degree don't mean you need to be at a high school. You need to be at the middle school teaching.
Or a lot of dudes need to go. A lot of dudes need to go ahead and teach them babies. Cause let me tell you something. High school band don't work for them. Let me tell you something. If I was in charge of it, bro, they'd hate me. I wish I could be in charge of New Orleans band directors. Cause a lot of these dudes wouldn't have no job. You got dudes out here just getting a check. That's the worst kind of band director to me. The one that just showed up.
It's almost everywhere, man.
I'm gonna say this though, Terrance and Burga. I'm gonna say this here.
I ain't heard nobody call me by my first name in a long time.
Yeah, man, that's Brock, man.
All right. Well, look, I'm gonna say
no, you good. I'm not tripping. I'm like, it just hit my ears a little different.
Look, I'm gonna say this here. A lot of people might be in position just getting checks, but I commend them for trying to keep a program in the inner city band culture alive. Because most people walk away and say,
I don't commend people from putting out bullshit, Ricky. I'm sorry.
No,
I love you to death, bro.
No.
I love you to death, bro. But I would never.
What about these high school? What about these collegiate band already putting out bullshit products?
Guess whose fault that is? Because that bullshit director got a master's degree to put out bullshit. So guess who passed them? How you got a master's degree to put out bullshit? So that let me know somebody was passing you back then.
You feel me?
Huh?
Dudes be having a master's degree.
Right.
I said dudes be having a master's degree to put out bullshit. For real talk. Hey, bro, they don't even want to know how I feel because my opinion on the way band runs.
What's wrong with y'all?
It piss dudes off, bro. I promise you.
Oh, same here for me, man. Same here for me. I'm worried about the future because
let me tell you something.
Well,
I was for a long time. I was worried about the future of bands in New Orleans. Now I can say that a monkey can get off my back because I feel like now we have band on all levels again. People don't realize after Katrina, we were just running off high school. Right. We ain't had no middle school band. We had no elementary school band. Right. So we was basically on our last leg running off high school. Kids getting to 9th grade picking up horns. Kids getting to 10th grade picking up horns. So I feel a little bit better now. But I love music. So if I see music like Houston, man, I tell people all the time, man, Houston, they got over 1 million people in Houston, bro.
It's way more than that. We got way more out here too.
That shit kind of hurt my heart to see Houston high school bands where they at. Because man,
you want me to explain? You want me to explain to you why Houston is like that and why to an extent Dallas is like that? Houston a little bit more worse of situation than Dallas is.
Man, Dallas is miles ahead of Houston, and I hate, bro. I thought I would never see it.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Well, I ain't gonna, because it's a lot of folks who could be doing better out here too. But I'm gonna tell you why. We have a fine arts director. Like the system that is in place with Dallas ISD, it's like if you don't really got the stuff that you need, one, you really not trying hard enough because two, it's in our district mandate that if you got that person in your classroom and you got a student ID for them, the district must buy an instrument for them. We have certain stuff that's structured better than Houston.
Man, we don't even have that down here. Boy, we don't even have that down here. You just basically, you telling me I can get 200 kids to sign up, get an ID number for them, and they're going to give me 200 instruments?
This is true. Now, I'm not going to say that them 200 going to come.
Burger.
As quick as
I'm going to get niggas out the soccer team.
But they coming, though. Right.
I'm going to have Jose, Javier, everybody going to have an instrument.
I'm going to have to direct that bitch
right.
off the top. I'm going to have to direct the band off the top of Tag Gorman with a band.
Off of the school. Bitch, I'm going to be on top of the school directing the band going to be so big.
Hey, but fellas, you know, a lot of people.
But it's the ways how you got to do it, though. It's like, bruh, that paperwork aspect of it, a lot of folks don't be doing that aspect of it. So therefore, a lot of people don't got the stuff that they don't have because you don't put in that work. That's why a lot of them young folks,
they don't want to fill out that paperwork. They don't want to fill out that paperwork.
Doing that paperwork will have you having your kids miss out on a lot. So Houston don't really have that. Not only that, Dallas and Houston are both having a middle school issue. It's just worse than Houston. Like they don't put. Man, I got crab brothers that's down there that like they trying to make them go to heaven where they just. I'm talking about they so far in hell, it's pitiful. But it's.
Let me ask you a question, B. And how does Skyline get a band so big when y'all struggling with middle school programs? That's crazy. No, seriously, I really want to know that because Skyline consistently has a big ass band.
Because you got to
realize. Don't get me in trouble. Now this probably be the one that might get me in trouble. Do you know?
I don't want you to get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble.
I'm not worried. I mean, no, I'm gonna tell the truth. So tell the truth and shame the devil. Do you know how many people go to Skyline?
How many?
You know how many? Huh? When I tell you, you ain't gonna believe me.
How many?
Skyline is what we call in Texas a 6 AA school. Skyline got at least 4,700 people in their school, fam.
Oh shit!
That's one.
Community college almost.
I'm finna get deeper. Second thing, Skyline is the first magnet school that was ever in the nation. So they get the pull from all over the city. Where I got it's like 2 buses that come to Carter that pick up kids to go to Skyline. 2 buses, full. I ain't talking about it's a little bit of folks on there. I'm talking about full buses. That's 2. 3, these people have 4 feeders. So even if they didn't have the pick over the whole city, they got 4 feeder schools.
If
That
they
shit
got
not even
4,700,
fair
they
how they
band supposed to be
allow
way
them.
bigger than that.
And the average
B.
school don't have that, man.
Brock.
Boy, Skyline
You don't
band be
have
big. He has the. Listen, I'm not a hater of Skyline. I felt like his band was better a few years ago. I didn't particularly care for him this past what you call them.
They
guess
was
he had
clean,
a-
but they wasn't aggressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't have that. And what I was looking for, like I was looking for them to like wear Brock ass up. Like that's what I was looking for them to wear Brock ass up.
I wasn't.
But
I'm gonna tell
they
you,
didn't
you
do
know
that.
why? Because I know how I train, man. Other people are the Persians. I'm over here training the 300. You know, it don't take many to sound like training. It depends on
Man,
how you
what?
train.
Hey, I'm gonna say this
You're
here.
not training on the level that somebody's training on, and that's not even no slug to Skyline or nothing like that. That's for anybody. It all depends on how you train. If you might be allowing some things in your band hall that I ain't allowing. So therefore, I'm not finna be. When you're a small band, everybody got to do their work. Can't nobody hide.
Bruh,
When you got a big band,
you
you can
saying
hide.
that?
You can
Bruh.
hide, but I
I
can't
have
hide.
been.
That's why. So
I
I would
remember
say,
when Barrel Ass was at West Jeff, bro. I will never forget. This man put about 25 kids out the band, and I
oh
said,
yeah,
man,
I'll put you out. I will do
I
that.
said, what's wrong with you, bro? You gonna have a small ass band? That boy told me, I don't care about that. You
Don't care
gonna
about
do
none
what
of that.
I say do,
Straight
or you
up.
not gonna be in my band?
Or you ain't gonna
I
be
go
up
out
in
there
there.
with 40 kids who gonna listen to me,
I go out
then
there with
100
40
who ain't
kids.
gonna do what they want to do. I was like, man, you crazy. Give me
What?
100 kids.
Say I got that from Prop Lee.
Hey,
Prop
I'ma
Lee
tell you
don't
something.
care if you wrote the flight of the Bumblebee. If you ain't doing what he asked you to do, you will be gone. That man didn't care about none of that. I don't care.
Hey.
If you doing what I need you to do, then you good.
You know what makes when you think about, I can name like 3 bands that stands out with a small band that give you that big punch. First, Southern 48 Posse. 48 people pushing.
Oh yeah. That's legend.
Texas Southern
It's legendary.
95-96 band when they got small when Andrew was the drum major. They was pushing. And New Orleans All-Star
Bob
band.
Marley, huh?
And
Yeah.
New Orleans All-Star band that year they wore them black shirts in Memorial Stadium.
Talking about 14? 13.
14.
Yeah, they were
That's
small.
small.
14.
They
They
were
was small. But guess what? Them bitches was head
They were
chopping.
packing. They were packing
Yeah.
the heat.
You
They
damn
were
right.
making that heat.
Yeah, boy, Hum had the whole Houston that day. I'd never forget that. Jesus Christ.
Had Dallas too.
Man, look, I tell people this all the time. The worst L I ever took in my band career was Hum 2010. I promise y'all, we
Where?
really was at Berman. We really was like,
That's when they wore them red shirts.
That's when they played.
no, that's when they wore them white shirts. That's
The
when they
white
wore
shirt.
them Texas Pride shirts, I believe they said on
Right.
it.
That's when they
Boy,
play. That's when they played Thugs Cry, huh?
No, Thug Cry was
No,
14.
that was
That was
before
14.
No.
14.
man, if y'all never
That was
saw
like the
Hum
first year. That was the first year.
Band 2010, boy,
I was
Hum
there.
pulled up with the whole state of Texas. I would never forget they band was so big, but the sound was even bigger. Bruh, shout out to the arranger of Talking in Your Sleep. Cause that shit still give me nightmares how loud it was. Bruh,
Let me tell you about that
after
song.
that
Let me tell you
song,
about that
I
song.
said, bruh,
Let me tell you about that song, Burger. You know
What's
I
up?
never wanted that song to be played. Did you know that?
bruh, you wrote the shit out of that, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't think I wrote that
You wrote
song
the
because
shit
of
out
a
of that,
bet. Because somebody told me I couldn't do it. I was like, man. That wasn't never a song I wanted a band to play. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And out of all the songs that Prof Gibson chose, I let him listen to of that day, he chose that, and I was like, that's the trashiest song that I let you hear today.
Cause that first note hit different when you in the other band.
Hey,
First
I ain't
note
gonna
hit
lie.
different in the other band.
I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to band battles, man, I just expect something different out of bands. Like niggas be looking for that yeah. I be looking for that pow too, but I want to hear everything. I want to hear every note. I want to hear the sections full. You know what I'm saying? Like that year Walker went up to Whitehaven with like 64 people. Man, you know what year I'm talking about?
Walker gave Whitehaven a business that year. Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
Them niggas in that bitch hitting them niggas like this here.
I remember that.
Look.
With that little ass band, I thought Whitehaven was gonna destroy Walker, especially when they was marching in, and I said, "Ooh, man, Walker band small." Because I remember from parade season that year, I was like, "Man, what happened?" But they didn't. Whoever they brought the soldiers out there.
You got to remember, when you get down to the fat of your band, and you small, they go produce that big sound because they got to be known for that.
Yep.
And like they was doing some shit like, man, what's that shit? Eric French wrote, Girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Boy,
yes,
that nigga put that bitch in that nigga was putting that bitch in their face like this.
Shout out to French, man. Shout
out
out
to
French,
man. Hey, man, look.
He had them bitches. He had Girlfriend in Whitehaven face like this. I was like,
hey, and I was going to say that AD, that's somebody else I look up to for arrangement too.
Brock, what school you went to, Brock?
Shout out to French.
Huh?
What high school you went to?
I was a bad child, man. I got kicked out when I moved to Dallas. I got kicked out of DSD, but I first went to Maceo Smith. But I ended up graduating from this school called R.L. Turner, because that was the closest one that was outside the district to my mama job. But I went to Maceo, and my school not even open no more. Like, it's closed.
Damn, man. But you know, man, the band culture. I said this, and I always said, some of the band directors' egos so big to where they band program when they bring them out don't match it.
We just got finished talking about that. We just got finished talking about.
Which one?
We talking about Rick. Go ahead and tell us who you talking. I want to know who you talking about. Because if I agree, I'm gonna say I agree. I'm gonna say I agree.
Listen, I'm not talking about the band director that just been at 1 or 2 year program. I'm talking about the one that been have the big head since they got the job and they ain't produced shit.
Me too.
I'm talking about who are these people?
Listen. I'm not gonna go in detail because I'm not one that gonna see you on the street and you gonna confront me without me wanting to do you something. So I'm gonna just say this here. It's a lot of shit talkers out there, and when you see their product, you like.
It gotta be somebody. It gotta be somebody from New Orleans. Sound like a New Orleans band director to me.
No, all over the country.
That's folks everywhere.
That's everywhere. Ain't just.
That's why I don't talk mess.
It hits personal when you know dudes in the city that ain't producing. That's all I'm saying. It hits personal when you know dudes.
What you're not gonna do is get me in an argument with band heads and band directors, Burger. You're not gonna do it.
Y'all do it. And listen, everybody do it to me. Why everybody do it to me, but I can't. They do it to me every day.
Burger, you's an asshole.
No, I'm an asshole because I tell the truth. I be telling dudes. You know what? You know what's lame when your kid go all the way to college. Your kid go all the way to college, bro. That shit blows me, bro. You know that kid not ready to go audition for nobody band, bro. And then they gonna ask that kid what high school they went to, and then they gotta represent you. That shit embarrassing. That shit should embarrass you if you're a band director.
I got a question for both. I got a question for everybody. Right. What's the difference between playing powerful and loud? Power and blowing. I say that. We'll say.
You feel power. Power is felt.
Between playing powerful and blowing.
Okay.
Feel that power.
Okay.
You feel power.
I'm gonna answer that.
Hum 2010 was powerful. To sum it up, every band ain't powerful. Hum 2010 was powerful.
Well, when you sit back, Brock, and you get a music score and you look at it as a director or an assistant, just say Burger might write a song and he sit back and look at it. It could be loud, but it won't reach its full potential until every note, accent, rhythm, dynamics, everything is played exactly like he wrote it. And the thing is, everybody could be powerful. I mean, loud. Anybody could be loud. But
it's easy to be loud.
Right.
Huh?
You can
It's
be loud with
easy
30
to be
people.
loud.
You
Loud
can
is
be
nothing
loud with
but
30
fast
people.
moving air. That's all loud is. It's fast moving air. But folks don't focus on the second part about it. It's to making sure that your embouchure can handle the power, the fast moving air that you're doing. But see, and that's how people be loud and raspy because they don't focus on that.
You got to remember this here too, bro. People have staff right here. In the first note, they giving these high school kids that shit up here. Bring them down.
You gotta trick these kids. You gotta write everything under. If you write it up there, they not gonna play it.
Right.
If you want them to play some shit about a staff, write it on the staff. Bro, like especially trumpet players, that. Say that again. You gotta do what? Somebody just said, write for your band.
You got right for your band.
That's what band directors don't do. How you out here playing such an arrangement with 40 people? So they got 60 damn trumpets. That song was arranged for 60 trumpets. You got 8.
Right. But then you gotta know how to arrange. If you want to play something from another college, you gotta know how to arrange it for your program.
Put your own twist on.
You Belong to Me. I play You Belong to Me, which at Carter, that was one of their signature songs. But I revised it, I lowered the key, and I put it to the point to where my band would sound with the same intensity as the original song would sound. But if you don't know how to write for your band and to get that accomplished, then you're not gonna do that. So then now your song sound empty. Man,
prime example. Brian wrote Clouds. If I'm working with a high school all-star band, I call Brian and ask Brian, can he revise that music for the high school level of kids that I have? I'll pay him to write that to fit what I give him my instrumentation and fit it. I'm not about to go get Clouds and go get a bunch of kids that can't handle that shit. You know, everybody just want to go get the music
you just
and
write
say,
it for yourself, for your program.
Everybody just want to be in the band room and say, oh yeah, I'm playing a Brian Simmons arrangement. I'm playing a gift.
No, it don't even be that. It be about, I tell people all the time, the art of it being about the kids is lost. I remember when band directors didn't want to shine. Band directors wanted you to see their product. They didn't want you to see them. Now band directors want you to see them. They don't care about what's behind them.
Man,
and you can tell by the how when they having a battle, it's all about them. It's not about.
It's all about them, man. Okay, so to answer my own question, the only difference between to me is playing powerful and blowing is attitude. That's the only biggest factor. That's it.
Well, no, I.
That's the biggest factor. That's the biggest factor.
But guess
attitude.
What? If you don't know the music,
something that
it's
can
just gonna be loud.
Powerful and not blowing.
Something can be powerful. Can I ask one question? We had a show last week on Crucial Conflict, and they was asking, what's more important? A kid knowing how to read, a kid that's really good at playing by ear.
Man,
the fundamental.
Listen.
I would say my bad. It's a combination.
Go first, bro.
I would say it's a combination of both, but it depends on who the person, the player is. Well, I would say reading is more important because reading helps you to develop your ear. But I know that there are some people who can play very well by ear, and I'm not knocking those individuals that do that. But I would say reading because reading will help you expand your ear. I think so.
I just can't agree with crippling a kid. I don't care how talented he is on picking up on stuff. I just don't agree with crippling a kid to the fact of like it kind of make me feel like we saying put reading on the back burner. And I tell kids all the time.
I agree.
If you want to go to college and you say you want to be in somebody's collegiate band, bro, reading should be not only should reading be your number one priority, sight reading. Because there's a lot of kids that can read, but they cannot sight read. So at the end of the day, I mean, when they drop that piece of paper in front, it's anybody, you put whole notes in front of all of us, we can read whole notes. We can clap whole notes. When you go to put them 16 notes and add them different rhythms in that, now them kids lost because you've been
they
crippling them.
lost in the sauce.
You've been crippling them for 4 years with whole notes and half notes. So they think that's the way.
Right.
That's because people don't teach the fundamentals like it really should be taught. So at the end of the day, reading is more important because it helps with your fundamental things about it.
I'll say this here on that subject. If you take a child that never picked up a music instrument in 6th grade, and you start with the basic fundamentals of whole notes, quarter notes, half notes, 8 notes, 16 notes, 30 seconds, and introduce that child to all his major and minor chromatic scales in every integer as far as whole note, half note, quarter notes, 30-second notes, 64 notes. When you incorporate all that, that is the fundamentals. You're teaching that child from the beginning all the way to the point to where he should be able to understand how to read music. Most people just want to take a kid, give him the concert B flat scale in concert band clinic A, B, and C, and then go throw them on who do I turn to? Jump, dum, 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 dum. Them kids gonna stumble on that. That ain't nothing you do.
Hey, I like concert letter 8. I love that warm up. I ain't even gonna lie. But what I'm saying is,
I like the whole page.
What I'm saying is here, Burg, is they're missing. They're just trying to rush kids to an instrument to say they have a big band. They're not teaching the quality.
Kids to an instrument, man. They putting the notes on the paper. They putting the fingering on the paper. You ain't about to tell me. You can tell.
I guarantee you. I could take $1,000. I could take $1,000 and go in 5 band departments. If I can go down the line and random pick a piece of students, like a piece of music, and say, listen, close your book, play concert band kind of letter J. Play it out. Half of them can't play it. They got to look at the music to play that. And and it's like you cripple, like this how the average band director class go after school when it's teaching music nowadays. They pass out the music, section leader, go get the music, horns up, trumpets, y'all looked at the music, and down, play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, da-da-da-da. Oh, that's it. Baritone, but, and then everybody, don't nobody sit down and say, we're going to work on the first 4, we're going to work on measure 1 through 4. We're going to add
I'm going to tell you why I always hated playing trombone, because I know when new music got passed out, you know what the band director about to say? Trombones and tubas on y'all at my tempo. I'm like, oh, Lord, this is the new song tempo. Trombones and tubas are always picked on first when the new song is passed out. If you got to realize.
That's the foundation.
Burger, you got to realize your tuba gonna be your bass line. Your trombone gonna be your chords. Your trombone is your chords. Cause guess what? And a lot of people don't realize, without your chords, without your bass line, and without your trumpets, you ain't got a band. Because
you can get by without trumpets. If you got some strong trombone, you can get by without trumpets. And these dudes still don't understand the way the music works. These dudes still don't understand that. If you
if you bring a band in front of me, trombone heavy, and I'm trumpet heavy, I'm gonna tear your ass apart.
Yeah, you gonna win. You will win.
That's the voice of the band.
Listen, Brock, I am not going to a Bruno Mars concert to hear the hooligans make all that noise. I won't hear fucking Bruno.
Guess what? If your Brunos ain't doing enough, if your Brunos can't save you a whole battle, especially if you ain't playing the right tune, you got a lot of college bands that have instrumentation, but the music don't match it.
It does not match it.
That just because the directors don't know how to write for their fucking.
I tell people all the time, I can put a loaded gun in your hand. If you don't know how to shoot that motherfucker, you gonna get your ass beat down.
All right.
I can put a loaded gun in your hand. If you don't know what you're doing, it don't matter.
Right.
Like I tell you, I give you one even easier. Everybody got fists.
Huh?
Right.
Everybody got fists. But everybody don't know how to use them.
Facts.
Well, I agree.
But then guess what? This is gonna give you one even better. When band directors start worrying about quantity over quality, bands will get back to where they used to.
I agree with that.
They'll never not worry about that.
About numbers. I understand why they are about numbers, but I totally agree. I want to go back to what you was talking about the sight reading and working on the first four. I don't use that concept from starting off because the whole point of you seeing a new part of music is to work on your sight reading. So I was
Exactly.
even when I was
No,
starting from the bottom.
what I mean
So when
by
I started
1
off
through
from the
4,
jump, even when I was in middle school, coming up, like we always read a new piece from the top to bottom, regardless of if you messed it up. We got from the top to the bottom. Then we'll go
yeah,
back and
that's
fix
what I
on some
mean.
stuff.
Like, I
But
mean, go
yeah,
through it. Like,
you
go
have
through it.
to go through it, and then
We
we can
gonna
go
play
back.
through it.
Not only that,
But
but
listen,
it depends on what you telling your kids when they get a piece. Like a lot of band directors just tell them, okay, look at your piece. Well, even if you got a band that know that, you still got to always be teaching, as we say, the 6 things of sight reading: clef, key, time, accidentals and dynamics, difficult rhythms, and repeats, and have them understand what you mean by that. Okay, look for the most difficult rhythm that's on the page. It might not even be difficult to you, but the most difficult thing that's on that page, because that's probably what you gonna mess up the most on.
And
So
another
it's
thing is
just all
too,
about building
like
their mentality. We have to teach kids how to sight read, not only that, but how to practice. Like a lot of band directors don't teach their kids how to practice. And
Right.
if you don't
Niggas
teach
go
their
and
your children how to practice, then you gonna have a certain
you can
issue
go a
of
little
how
deeper, bro. You can go a little
you
deeper.
can't. Hey, listen
Those
to this.
band directors was never taught how to teach.
Not
I
so
can
much that
agree
you
with
don't.
that.
I don't believe that. It's basic shit for me. Like when kids, I be like, they should know all their sharps and flats, right? So I tell kids all the time, especially when reading, what's the first thing you should do when you get a piece of music?
Look at the key
Look at
signature.
your key signature. Them kids don't even do that. They don't know what that means.
Right.
They're gonna looking at you like you talking crazy.
Man, listen.
I say, hey, bro, look at your key signature. You're gonna be able to recognize all your sharps and all your flats.
Right.
Especially,
You could walk up to a kid at a parade randomly. What does cut time mean? They don't know.
Who do you blame though? The kid or the band director?
I
The band
blame the
director.
band director.
Well,
I blame both of them.
their
Let me tell you
percentage.
why. Yep, I blame both of them. Can you tell you why? They got
Both of them have
YouTube.
their percentage.
These kids have access to so much.
I
I
agree.
said this way earlier. They
I
have
agree.
YouTube. A beginner trumpet player could get on YouTube and type in beginner trumpet player.
Yep.
And guess who's gonna come up? Hundreds of videos for beginning trumpet players. I have a son who I brought a trumpet for. And you know what I did him before I got a method book? I had him on YouTube. And he was
Straight up.
learning straight from YouTube.
Hey,
So I blame the kid and the director in a sense.
no, I'm talking about.
My only
I'm
blame
talking
for
about
band
the band
directors is when a band
director.
sound bad. If a band sound bad, that's who I blame, the band director. Because you know what? This song ain't just started sounding bad in the street.
Right.
Guess
You
what else
heard
it
that.
sounded bad?
You heard that shit in. I'm sorry. You
It
heard that in the
sounded bad in the
band
band room.
You
Yeah.
heard that in the band room.
Hey.
I told her. Hey, I ain't gonna say who I told
watch
that
this
to.
here.
I ain't gonna say who I told that to, but I told that to. You know what I'm talking about.
Rock.
I told that to a band director. I was like, you heard that in the band hall. And now you can say what you want to say. You can say that somebody hating, but you can't say that sound good. Well, maybe I can say this. You can't say that and I believe it. You can't say it and I believe it. You can say,
Hey,
a lot of people say some dumb stuff, but you better make a believe out of me, because I feel like that you should know better. And that's probably one of my biggest issues, and Mark get on me about this. I don't expect that you're worse than me. I don't expect that I know more than you. I judge you off of you should know
what I see. Yeah, I judge you on what I can't judge. I judge you on what I see.
Right. And then if you expose to me that maybe you do not understanding certain stuff, or maybe if you do understand it, maybe you was being sorry that day and you was like, fuck it.
Man.
You had something going on. But yet, even though there's still no excuse, but it's just like, that's the biggest issue that I have with a lot of band directors. I call it a band director IQ. Like it's a basketball IQ, it's a football IQ, it's a band director IQ. You supposed to know how to solve stuff that ain't even ready to be solved yet. It's so much that you gotta really have in your mind. So for me,
how y'all get a background?
I'm about to say the same thing. But it's like you gotta have that mentality to really know that. And some band directors wasn't taught that. I wasn't taught everything at Texas Southern, but I wasn't scared to get out there to go find out what I needed.
You got to look at it though. You got to look at it though like this too, bro. People get songs in band camp. Them songs still sound bad at parade season.
I agree.
Like, people play songs from band camp to parade season. You shouldn't sound bad. You heard what I said, Burger?
Yeah, I heard it. Because dudes be trying to focus on getting 100 songs out the 5 months.
God damn.
Right.
Right.
Dudes be trying to focus. Look, he throwing up everything. He gonna play trombone. This is my trombone player right here.
All right.
What a Simba player?
Right here.
And it's a
But you know,
hey,
man,
I got a question for you, D.
I'm gonna play Simba.
You hear me, D?
What you got?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm talking about for D. I got a question for you.
What's
What
up?
made you want to start doing this? Like doing the video stuff and everything.
Man, well, really, I was noticing, you know, it was only certain high school bands that was getting coverage. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me start covering bands people don't know about, you know, like Donaldsonville, you know, schools like that. So,
Bro, I remember when I first saw you. I was watching your video, but never knew who you was.
Yeah.
I was watching his videos, and I never knew who he was until Jamal told me who he was. And I was like, oh, shit, I be watching that nigga videos. Like, he was the new dude on the block, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was crazy because you get a lot of cats that want to record, but a lot of them not good.
Yeah.
And that's just the game is saturated with so many dudes. As far as the videography game, is so many dudes that's doing it wrong. Because they doing it for the check. You know, they want to get the views and hurry up and get a check. Be quick to upload the footage first. And that kills me, man. Like, because, you know, they got dudes out there that really take this shit serious.
Yeah.
You got a lightweight. Honestly, you lightweight got to be a bandhead to really record for the, you know, for bands.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people, I'll be like, you could get a better angle. I'm a person that I like to see it from everywhere. Like, I like to see it from across the field. I like to see it up close. I want to see what you sound like from the back. I want to see what you sound like from the side. Because
I'm gonna tell you something though.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like with a lot of like camera crews, videographer, bands. These people go home, edit these clips, and change the volume. Upload that shit raw. Give us a raw edition. No, just take that shit.
Right.
The camera.
I love when they look at the clip. When you look at the clip and they say raw version. Nigga, bullshit. This shit not raw.
Burger.
Put your line ass.
Hey, look. Me and Burger was talking that. Me and Burger was somewhere, and I looked at Burger. Burger looked at me. Burger said, "Ricky, what you think about?" I say, "When we get home, or we get before we make it to the bridge, and we listen to this clip, that bitch gonna be audio edit. Before we get under the bridge from the back, that bitch was up audio edit. I'm like, God damn, who the fuck have time to go in this?
Nigga must got a portable audio machine with him or something.
Nigga be walking up the what's called up the block. Nigga be like this on the block, on they tablets. E flat here, Z flat there. E flat here, Z flat there. And there's nothing bad about it. But I just like man, like the thing is when the footage get edited like that get people more sense to try to argue with you about how the band sounds. That's
why I'd rather you be there in person. Because I was at Boston, and I'm not gonna bring up the battle, but I was there in person, and whatever I think happened. I don't even want to get back into the conversation.
Chalupa, you talking about Craig Mine and Carver? I mean Craig Mine.
No, I ain't talking about nobody because I'm not about to say nobody's name because I'm not going back on that road.
If you talking about what they were discussing, I say this here. Like I told Chalupa, I expected more from Edna Carr than what he put out. The excitement was there, but you could tell when the songs that they was confident in. like humble, like that song, that rap song when he was doing this here. When he was directing like this here.
Enzo. Yeah, Enzo. Yeah, they played the shit out Enzo. They played the shit out Enzo.
Listen,
Right.
when they are confident in a piece, they are held. Like, I was expecting, like, I tell anybody, at that Carr and Walker game, boy, Carr was slapping the fuck out Walker.
The whole game, yeah. The whole
I'm talking about.
The whole game.
That nigga Will, look, Will say, I'm gonna get him parade season. And that's what he went and did. Got him back for parade season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And like my thing is this here. Everybody knows when you go to the lineup, you're gonna have to have at least 10 songs.
And let me tell you something. I don't have a problem with a band having less songs. If I get into a battle with you, you may have more songs than me, but let me tell you something. Every song I play gonna sound good because my band gonna know it.
Right.
I be feeling like don't force 20, 25 songs on these kids, and they're not coming to practice like that. Let's just keep it real.
Like right now. Like watch this here. Say me and Burger want to start a program. Look, let me show you something, Burger. And you say, Ricky, what music you got? Look. I'm gonna start this bitch from the top. Look. All this band music.
Who music you stole, Ricky?
Look, all this band music, and I still got. I'm just in the tees. That
who music you done stole? This big got all the video. Got people grinding computer or something.
Man, Rick been had all that, bro.
Ricky, what that is? Talking in your sleep.
What you doing with that there?
What you doing with that there, boy?
What you doing with that there, boy?
Hey, Burger.
What that stealing, ain't it?
The whole regular. He ain't a regular D. He a good one.
That look like my original one. That boy is stole them.
That boy took the original paper.
Nah.
Don't make me come find you, Rick. Don't make me come find you now.
Bro, I brought that out of Mississippi. Look.
Oh man.
Hold on. What is it? Let me pull this here up right quick. Let me fuck y'all up.
Not pull no more of my songs up, Ricky, you better not pull no more of my songs up, Ricky.
Hey, that ain't y'all right?
Who wrote that?
Christopher Littles.
There's only one arrangement to Talking in Your Sleep. The one New Orleans band been put. I only ever heard one. I never heard another one.
Jim Hill played it.
Jackson State had did it.
Jim Hill played it.
Well, the only arrangement that everybody likes is the one that you wrote.
That's y'all ear.
I never knew Jackson State played Talking in Your Sleep.
And listen, just because
you should look it up and tell me how you feel about it.
I gotta hear it now.
Yeah, please do.
Now I gotta hear it. Let me see that remote.
Look.
Jackson State played Talking in Your Sleep.
I want to say, whatever year, I can't remember when we first played it, but that same year. They played it against Texas Southern. Well, I
never knew that.
Right.
I
wasn't at that game, but I was in the band, but I wasn't at that game.
You just taught me something because I ain't never knew another version.
I think it's from 2000. Look up from 2009 because I think we played in 08, and because we didn't see Jackson 08, but 09 we saw them, and when we went down there, they played.
Yeah, they played it 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah,
it's 2009, Burger. Look.
Yeah, 6 years ago. Marching Sport put it up.
And I know who wrote it.
I'm about to look it up now. And I ain't never knew that another band played it.
Yeah,
that goes to show you how
you don't know that, man.
Yeah,
never knew that. I only ever known one arrangement.
2009.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you something else. I used to like Texas Southern played that damn vibe.
Oh yeah. That's different, man.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this might be messed up. This might be messed up, but bro, Texas Southern folk, we really didn't like vibe.
Gee,
it got
I
to a
don't
point
see
that
Jackson. I don't see Jackson State playing it.
they played it.
Uh,
I want to
It's
say that
2009.
Burger,
I wasn't at that
it's the
game.
first video, Burger.
It should be the first video.
The one with Texas Southern and Jackson
I
State on
mean,
there.
Yeah, it's gonna be by Marching Sport.
All right, I gotta hear this because I only ever knew a Brock version. Y'all just put me on game or something. I never knew they had another version of this. I knew Talladega played it in 2013, but
yeah, I knew that too.
Man. Question for all three of y'all, man. Brock, I'm gonna start with you, man. What you think about the All-Star band world, man? Like, do you think it's bad for the culture, or you think it's good?
oh, I gotta hear this.
Oh man.
I want him to be. I know he's gonna be real, so I ain't tripping.
Man, I really got. I don't know because I really don't even be thinking about it on that level. But
He got mixed feelings on it, y'all. He sees some stuff that he like, and then he see a lot of bullshit.
that is
Man,
true.
I'm
I like some things. I mean, I like that it's giving folks something to do.
Yeah, the
You
app
doing
was
something
yeah.
positive with yourself. I kind of and that's really what I'm trying to do with the All-Star, the high school All-Star that we got going on in Dallas. I really hate that Katrina, I keep on calling it Corona, kind of messed up because, man, we really was gonna put on a very nice product, and it wasn't just about blowing. It was about really, I mean, we was gonna show you some power, but yeah, it was about the type of music, the music we was playing, the literature of what we were playing. It wasn't like, oh, we finna play 8 rounds. You know, of course you got to give the people what they want, but yes, just to show that we are doing more musical stuff. I really kind of wish that All-Star, high school summer All-Star would come back, like how folks used to do field shows and they used to battle in the stands. I wish that aspect of it to really teach these kids. It's nothing wrong with them being with the grown people at all, because I think that's good because it's good for the younger generations to learn from the older generation. I think some bad habits are being shown with that, and that's something that kind of matriculates down to them going back to their programs, and that's kind of what it tends to make high school band directors not want to be a part of it, like their kids to be a part of it because of certain things that might go on. And I'm not knocking nobody, but it's just that what as us band directors, high school band directors, really talk about different types of stuff that's like this. I think it's a good thing, you know. With everything, it can always be better.
Yeah.
I would just try to, you know, I think that the purpose.
Stop being political.
I think the man, one thing about me, I don't care about the enemies that I got, but I ain't trying to make no new ones though.
Well, let me explain it like this here. All-star band culture. You can have high school band, and you can have alumni high school band. But the high school bands in every city are never come together and make it, because band directors too cocky and too ego-struck to come together and break down and work with everybody kids to make music better in the city, which it is. And then when they don't want to step out on a limb and take lead and work with the high school kids, the all-star band directors and the alumni that bring those kids that want to participate in summer band, giving those kids something to be off the street for, they got a problem with them. And the problem lies within self. You hate that your child are going to get fundamentals that you can't teach from another band director and alumni all-star band, because you get some players that come to some programs that are shaky. Like, use Baton Rouge, for example. All the band directors here work with LNI, majority. But guess what? A lot of those kids that are in 11th and 12th grade has got a chance to work with Knighton, with Doc, with Wilbur Rawlins, with Everson Martin, with Kedge Taylor, with Nathan Hamer, with Brian Simmons. So that is 7 collegiate level. Only one on that list I'm just saying like that has been over the head director at LLI. They have, and you also have the Javon Pilots, the Aaron Russo, the Anthony Hollins. You know what I'm saying? The Trents. You have those that trickle in and give those kids a lesson that they can take back to your program. Like
that's because they all go to the same school. When you all went to the same school, then y'all have a camaraderie that y'all already have. So therefore, listen, for folks to work together. But that's not the case in every school.
Listen, Brock. What I'm saying is, summer band, these kids get things. Like, you know how many kids would love to sit from all over the world, love to sit in a band program that Ryan Simmons is teaching, like music in? You know how many people would love that high school level? Why? Because Brian is that band director. When he's on the podium in front of Southern, they know one thing: he's gonna put that intense in. So what those kids, when they band director had them in the stands like this here, Brian gonna have you like this. You know what I'm saying? And most people are not gonna agree with the high school all-star band and alumni all-star band mixing, because their kids gonna get exposed when somebody, like if Burga to write a piece of music and go down the line, man, what school you come from? Man, and you sound like this? You know, a lot of people don't want to be exposed teaching habits over the summer. But in a sense and form, it's good and it's bad. The bad side is you might have a child that's played technical. He get around some niggas playing a voodoo. Nigga on baritone bring that bitch down like this here.
That man got
this nigga used to play like this here.
That man got a coffee thing, don't he?
Hell yeah, that I drink coffee every morning.
That man now.
But what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying? A lot of
people. I understand. But I understand exactly what you're saying. And with that being said, that in that program, they have Southern that's there. They have people who went to the same school, even if they might have their disagreements, but yet their school is what brings them together. There's something totally different when you're working somewhere who, like, okay, I can say here in Dallas, where everybody is from different places. So therefore, their school brings okay, well, you went to this school, so I don't want to deal with you because you went to this school, or vice versa on that. Not only that,
that's what.
We don't have no college here, so that
guess
we
what,
can,
Brock?
so they can
guess
really
what, Brock?
see for
you know what that's
themselves.
called, Brock? You know what that's called?
What?
Ego trip. I'm too good
to
work with you because
you don't tell me.
Now watch this here.
Because
watch this here. If it's for the kids, everybody needs to be for the kids. It's not about
but it's not for
grown-ups
the
no
kids
more.
for them. It's not for the kids for them. So it's
Stay
y'all.
I love y'all, but I'm gonna have to leave y'all. I gotta go be a father.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Peace, man.
I really appreciate it.
I saw your high school Saturday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm explaining, man. I didn't know where it was. I never saw it though. We was leaving.
Yeah, it's sitting right on Esplanade. Hey, D, I really appreciate you inviting me on.
Man, y'all coming back, Burga?
I love you, brother Brock. You already know. No, we not coming back. They closed my school down. It's all good.
Man, shout out Burga, man.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, Burga. Man, go do what you do with them kids, man. I'm sorry, fellas, I got
appreciate
on here.
Appreciate it, Burga, man. Shout out.
Right.
Hey, but look. Boy, let me show you something. Boy.
Oh, my God.
Man, serious, man. It's man, serious.
Oh, my God. Like I was saying, it just, I mean, like the whole All-Star thing, I'm really doing it for the kids. It's not for me. That was something that I did this year. Like, I think I only had one performance. It was one Battle of the Bands that I think the Battle of the Band folks that actually said me and my co-director name. Like, at all of my games, I don't want you to say our name because it's not about me. I don't care about if you know that. Give them kids they props. Don't come up and tell me that we did a good job because, I mean, I know that. Go tell the
Man.
kids that, you know, right? Go tell
I have a
them
question, bro.
children. Uh-huh.
Do Cedar Hill actually see Skyline in the battle?
Like, well, if they go to Battle of the Bands, I mean, because they about the same sizes and they in the same district-wide, but they might not be, I really don't know, man. I really just
That'd
got
be a
back to
good battle.
Yeah. Yeah. But I say they'll more so see each other at Battle of the Bands. If they play each other during the season, it's probably few and far in between, like maybe a year after, maybe once every spread. It just depends on how they do the zoning for them, because both of them are, I think they both are 6AA school. Well, we got 6AA out here in Texas too. So
Man,
it just depends.
Okay.
how was it for you to move to Houston, work with Texas, and then go work with like Houston band, then go back home to Dallas to get a program?
You say, how was it?
What was the struggles you faced to leave Houston to go back home?
Man, the struggle was mentality. To me, that's the hardest thing to teach. That's harder than teaching notes. That's harder than teaching rhythm and how to play your instrument, the mentality of your instrument. I might get in trouble for this one. Coming back home, I had to really realize that the type of,
Go ahead, say it, bro. Go ahead.
who's their band? No, I told you I don't try to make no enemies. I'll say that a lot of people, I had to really realize that I don't remember, like, when I was here, when I first moved to the D, and then I went to school, and then I went to down to Texas Southern. I don't remember I don't remember the kids being so much in their feelings like that. And I feel like that distills from where your band director went to. But it's just like folks are, a lot of them, one of the biggest thing I had at Carter was really telling them, like, that's not good, y'all. Like, that's really trash. And folks really getting into their feelings. I'm like, I'm not telling you that you trash to hurt your feelings. I'm telling you that you trash because you trash.
I'm telling you trash because I want you to get better.
So therefore, I'm not gonna tell you that you trash and don't make you better. I came from an era of Texas Southern that, bro, we gonna tell you in the band hall, like, bro, you out there sucking. And you need to stop sucking because we have a game on Saturday and you're gonna lose. So I'm just used to telling folks the real, and when they have to break old habits that they thought that were good, breaking those, because it's hard, because a lot of people are not used to you teaching the way that you teach. They're used to people p-footing around, I'll say that word, a-dragging, and allowing 70% and feeling like that's good. I remember, man, my fourth grade teacher, Miss Garrett, never forget her. She went to Grambling. That lady, she always used to say, music work on 100%. 98% ain't good enough for music, because folks gonna talk about that 2% that you did wrong. Because the stuff that you did right, you were supposed to do that right. So getting them to have an understanding of, because you got a lot of it right. No, we're gonna talk about that stuff that you did wrong. So and drive. One thing I can say about Houston, and even though the programs are kind of the way that they are, and I can honestly say a lot of it is really not the fault of a lot of band directors in Houston. Not saying that they don't have their percentage, but as a whole, it's really not their fault. It's the Houston mentality of wanna be great. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure I do this for my city, for my school, and it was kind of totally different going back, because when I first had left from Dallas, that really how it was. So coming back to seeing that that's not how it was, that was like, okay, it was very, very educational, I should say the least. So I would say that was probably the harder, like the mentality on, this is really not good. And then not only that, to as a band director, and a lot of band directors probably don't really feel me on this, but I know the good ones will. You really got to be a trombone, mellow, baritone, saxophonist, clarinetist, man, because at the end of the day, thank God that I was blessed with an assistant, and he was new. So there was a lot of things that I had to teach him. So not only did I have to build up, still thanking God that I had an assistant, because if I was by myself, a lot of band directors, y'all gonna get these programs that you're gonna be by yourself. So you gotta know how to orchestrate, of getting done what you need to get done. These kids don't have people. I'm in a city that don't have a college that's here. I don't got a Southern. I don't got a Texas Southern. I don't got a Jackson State that's here. So they can't just leave practice and be like, I'm finna go see J State perform. I'm finna go watch them practice to try to develop stuff. We have to be their models. And as I tell them, I say, I ain't the best on everything, but I'm holding. I'm holding on everything, especially on brass. Like, I say, either be like this or better. I ain't gonna never stop you from being better. But you have to give them a model, because a lot of them, at the end of the day, they really don't know. You're trying to tell them to do these things, but they don't know that. And especially, especially, and I feel bad for the new folks that come out of college that you think that you just supposed to explain that and they just supposed to know what it is. Now I found, like, it ain't like that. Like, you got to explain your ABCs to somebody in 5 different ways. And you be like, B comes after A. And they'll be like, I don't understand that. And you'll be like, well, I don't know how to break down that B come after A. Like,
Right.
but you have to be able to do that to get into their minds to see how can you get them to learn it. And you got to use so many different aspects. I use analogies a lot. I use that cat versus dog. Like, if this rhythm a cat and this rhythm a dog, stop calling my cats dogs and my dogs cats. Because if the cat come up in here and it meow and you were like, who, look at this dog, we gonna look at you crazy. So you have to get them to see habits like you see them. Like, it'll be very not smart to call a cat a dog. So when you get them to have that aspect on a lot of stuff in music, then now they can see stuff how you see it. So you'll be like, I'm not gonna mess up on this E flat and play E natural because this E flat is a cat and this E natural is a dog, and I shouldn't be calling no cats no dogs and no dogs no cats. So you have to get it to the point to where they understand it. Like, you have to really where they are at, because a lot of people mind and capacity to learn is at a different level. But it's all up to you as a director, as a teacher in general, not just band, just a teacher in general, to teach them those things so that they can excel, so that they can become better. So therefore, if they don't excel, it's not because you did not give them the tools to succeed. Succeed. It's because you didn't take the tools that I asked you to succeed,
Right.
and you have to go practice on it. So
Right.
therefore, that ain't my fault. And 9 times out of 10, the type of individual that I am, I ain't saying I'm gonna kick you out the band, but I will let you weed yourself out, because I don't need need somebody wasting time. We got things to accomplish. Not only that, I'm finna put you in college. So therefore, there's some things that I gotta teach you, i.e. new student who just learned how to play in high school, before you get up out of here, so that you can go to college or go, be successful in life in some type of way, or regardless of whatever that you do. Even if you don't plan to go to college, even though I would like for you to, at least you have tools that you learn in being in an organized program, that you can take those things and apply them to your life. Band ain't nothing but life. That's all it is.
Right.
And if you apply those things, so for you to get better in band and to your other subjects and other stuff in your life, like you're analyzing what's going on so you can make a rational decision so that you can handle that, then you will be successful. And then if you add some discipline on top of it, oh Lord, you're gonna be the greatest person that ever walked. But that's the process that a lot of the newer generation is not willing to do, because everybody wants stuff like this. And band is still old school. They ain't made an app yet that you can get that app and now you the coldest trombone person that ever walked up on the man. You gotta, it's still old school. So that's what deters a lot of kids from coming into band, because you actually gotta work. It ain't, you gotta put some work into it. Not only that, but you gotta put a lot of consistent work into it. You got to. My bad, I kind of was long-winded on that
Oh,
one.
you good, bro. You good, man. Band not for everybody, bro. Just like sports, it ain't for everybody.
Right.
So, Rick, man, you got any final words, man? Questions?
Nah, man. I came on an interview late. I just jumped on to talk a little shack. and get my just let everybody know I support every interview that you do, And I made sure I wanted to make sure these guys know I didn't forget about the interview, but I've been at the barbershop since 11 o'clock this morning, and I ain't get out to 6:30. I had to go run, hurry up, come home and print some shirts for somebody. But man,
I want
bro.
a shirt.
Huh?
I want a shirt. Print me a shirt.
Send me
make
your
me a
logo.
little Carter shirt. Don't make me a Carter Cowboys.
Send me your logo. I print it.
How about this? Make me a logo. Do something different. I want to see where your creativity is. I might make that my band logo. What's up? I like stuff like that. I like new stuff. But I'll give you our old logo just in case if you want to see what you want to create out of it.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
I got you, man. Hey, request me as a friend on Facebook, man. And I'm accepted because I don't accept a lot of people friends on Facebook.
Let me see if I can add you right quick.
Yeah, if you can, add me on there.
Let me show you how many I actually got. Hold on.
This man fresh out of Facebook jail.
I'm trying to tell you. See, I don't talk mess on Facebook, so don't nobody never put me on jail because my fingertips ain't strong. My fingertips not strong. Oh man, I don't got nowhere near that. No, I keep my circle real short. I don't like a lot of BS on my page. I like uplifting.
There's a lot of Facebook gangsters out there, man. Y'all know what I mean. A lot of Facebook gangsters out there.
Fuck them people. Bitch reported my page. Bitch.
Right.
Yeah, but man, Brock, man, I appreciate this interview, man. It was good, getting this interview with you. I know I was late, technical problems, man, but I appreciate y'all.
No, it was my fault too, man. You good, man.
Hey, Brock, and I got a question for you. Who y'all play early in the season that got a show style band?
Man, I don't know because they ain't made our schedule because of all this corona stuff going on.
Man,
bro.
what they doing with Lincoln and Wilma Hutchinson?
What you mean? What you mean by what they doing?
They still open?
Yeah, they still open. Both of them.
Man, what's the little dude name? He bald headed from he from Dallas, used to work with the All-Star band. He was at a middle school. What's my boy name that's at Texas College now?
Who I think?
No, he was at Lincoln. He was at Lincoln. Kevin Smith?
I think you talking about KD Smith.
KD. Now
but
you remember
bald-headed though.
No, it was the little bald head dude that used to be with KD all the time.
Oh, you talking about Lance Williams. He's assistant principal now. Oh, yeah, that man moved all the way up, man. He moved all the way up, man. Look, I got a lot of respect for him, too, as well, man. Much respect for Lance Williams. Much respect.
The little bald head when they talk trash?
Yes.
Hold on.
He's a better individual. Yeah, I got much props and respect. You talking about? I know who you talking about. But yeah, man. I would say this. I guess you say the final note for everybody, for band directors, man. Get back to the music. Really do it for the betterment of music and the betterment of the students, and not the betterment of you. Like really be about it to the point that it shouldn't bother you. But when I hear other bad bands, and even though that's not my program, that bothers me because I love music. And so, depends on who you are. I will reach out and say, like, what can we do? I can learn from you and you can learn from me. Mm-hmm. So I would say let's get back to really truly being about the music and about the kids. And to put them on a better avenue because, save their life with the music. To the up and coming band directors, man, get on your music and know your musical things, man, because there's a lot of stuff that I did learn that I wouldn't use on the day-to-day basis, but yet it's good. It's great that I know them because it helps me to be a better band director. Mm-hmm. So know those things. Pass y'all certification, man. Mm-hmm. Get it all the way right. Don't just halfway do it. Don't just do it because it's a hobby. Know the difference because you really want to do this. And it's a hobby of yours that you just like to do. So really get into the music. Learn how to teach, man. Oh, learn how to teach. Please learn how to teach. multiple ways, multiple things. And to the students, that all the band students that's out there, whether they are whatever level that you on, man, let the music use you, bro. I swear, if you let it use you, fam, like let it, let it use you, like really put your all into it. Yes, know how to section off your life that you're gonna do this for your music, and you got time for other stuff. Like, be good at it. Don't just want to be microwave good, like 30 seconds good. Like, really want to be good. And like, really go out there, and as the old folks used to say, go out to that woodshed. And don't and this is for everybody, band directors, students, and future band directors. Don't be scared to say that you don't know something. Don't be scared to ask somebody, man. Everybody, and it's sad because everybody kind of got that mentality, or the majority of people out there trying to get you or trying to use what you know to find out. Man, I'll teach you everything I know, and I'll still beat you because you ain't gonna teach it like that. You ain't gonna have that je ne sais quoi that I possess. That you will never, you feel me? But yeah, I'll still teach you, and I'll still try my best to help you, and vice versa. If somebody sees something that you feel like that I could be better on, now don't come at me wrong, because I am a Brock, and we don't take that. But yeah, I'm never too not open for criticism. I mean, but constructive criticism. If you feel like I'm not doing some stuff and you worth me saying that you can critique me, then yes, I will listen. I will listen, because you might tell me something that I might not know. I don't think I know everything. I don't. I just know a lot of things well. But but yeah, that's my final thing. And appreciate you, man, for this is actually my first interview I've ever done. I really don't do videos, so I appreciate you for even extending the hand.
Yeah, Texas Southern gangster.
Yeah. Thank you for extending the hand, even though a lot of others have extended the hand, but I kind of, just like he was talking about earlier, that's why I asked about why did you do, this what's the name. I seen that you did do an avenue for other folks. So therefore, like folks that everybody not looking at that's trying to be in the limelight, or they the folks that everybody feel like that they are those individuals. Mm-hmm. So I'm always been a person that I'm an underdog fan. I've been an underdog all my life, so I'm gonna rock with the underdog all day. So that's what. So I appreciate you extending the hand and the whole thing, and man, like,
man. And before we go, we're gonna give a little H-Town tribute to a Texas Southern, band and stuff.
Got to, man.
Oh Lord, what you finna play?
H-Town, what's up?
Dallas, you gonna play Screw?
That man about to pull out June 27th. Watch.
Oh Lord, please don't.
That boy about to pull out Vibe. Watch.
That's probably what he gonna pull up right there.
Uh-huh.
I can't even hear it.
Rick, turn it up some. What I told you, man, June 27th.
I should have known it. Shout out to my school, which I love very dearly. I love my school, man. And my teachers who taught me at Texas Southern, I gotta shout them out, man. I had some great teachers, man. I'm talking about not even just my band directors, but just the regular people that was inside the music program. Man, I had some great teachers that wasn't finna not let us get up out of there, not knowing our music stuff. So shout out to Texas Southern music program, especially the era that I was there. Man, yeah. Y'all don't know what y'all did for me.
Man, shout out Texas, man. Ocean, man. We see y'all. This man really playing this clip too.
I'm talking about he faithful with it. That boy is not trying to hear that.
Huh? He is in it. Man,
but that's
Texas Southern, man. This one for y'all, man.
Yeah, but that's a BET. Great to actually finally talk to you, Rick. I done heard a lot about you, but it's great to talk to actually.
Man, what you heard about me?
Man, hey, as they always say, all good people know each other.
You know somebody that know me?
All good people know each other. That's why I tell folks all the time, I don't care about a lot of people knowing me, But as long as them good, them greats know me, that's all I care about. I don't care about everybody
Man,
knowing me.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Stuff that know about me, I'm happy about that.
I'm gonna tell you something. I talk a lot of shit in the band world, and a lot of people can't handle the shit talking. But when you get in an argument with me, talk about this, that, and that, I'm gonna bring up facts about band battles that you think I don't know about. Like
bring up truths, because facts can be proven wrong.
I remember arguing with somebody, and they told me, "Well, this band was better than this band."
Like that one, did you?
I took a nigga back to like 95. 94, 95, I had to ask him, what year you was in school? I say, oh, you was born in the 90s. Nigga, we battled Smiley in 95 Mardi Gras parade season in fucking Morgan City, Louisiana. So when you talk about band battles, I remember when Willow Ridge was blowing that PV at the Southern game. I was there.
What? I used to have that tape, man. I used to be a real bad head, man. I lost a lot of stuff, but I'm with you.
Listen, bad head is right here.
People are the way that they are.
It starts in the heart. Like, I tell everybody, like,
starts right
look,
here.
Brock, let me tell you something. Go back. When you get a chance, go to Houston and ask them who is Andrew. Andrew used to be Texas Southern drum major, a little bit of short Andrew. In the 90s, 94, 95, 96.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know my Ocean fam. I know who you're talking about.
Listen, I remember Cinnamon. I met Cinnamon when he was on snare drum.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Do you know how long that's been since Cinnamon was on snare drum?
That was a long time ago. Well, they say it's been many moons. That's been many moons ago.
But what I'm saying is, when they go to talking band, I'm gonna take you back to them days when I met those people. When Cinnamon was on snare sectionally. When Andrew was drum major, when Texas Southern had about 64 people in the band. When the SWAC championship was held in Baton Rouge basketball at the River Center, because they used to bring all the pep bands down.
I remember that. I used to have a tape of that, man.
Man,
I used to have a lot of stuff.
I was there. Man.
I miss them old tapes. Them old tapes told the truth.
For real.
Man,
I miss the old tapes, man.
Man, listen. I got Polaroid pictures of Southern band, Texas Southern band.
This man here say Polaroid. You over there flick? You had to flick that thing, did you?
But I go get that scrapbook and show you some pictures of people that was in band. You'll be like, damn, yeah. But you know, man, at the end of the day, most people get mad when you could state the facts. And like what you were saying about band, like people playing loud or powerful. If your band, every child knows their part and play that part, the better it's played, the more intensified it's gonna get. Anybody can go in that bitch and play 12 loud notes out of 48. Because you remember back in the day, a sheet music was like this. Now a sheet music is like this. 8 measures, 4 loops. Tuba drum break. Boom, 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 boom. Woodwind break.
That man now say woodwind break.
Bring it back. No, I'm just saying, like, man, it's just so much that then change in the band culture. Like I tell a lot of people, just because the environment changed, the laws and the principles and standards shouldn't change. It's just like hustling in the streets. Only way you survive the game if you play by the old laws. When you start incorporating the new laws with the old laws, that means you letting rats in your circle and allowing people to tell on you and think it's cool. But when you doing it by the old way, you do it the way that you know how to make your money and go home every night, you're going to survive, just like band. Apply them old techniques and incorporate your identity to it.
Man, music is about fine detail. The more you fine detail your music, the better you will be.
Look,
and that what dictates And a lot of people think that that is style. No, that's not. Because a lot of times, it's people out here that y'all really think that that's their style. And that's not even their style. They just pay more attention to fine details than the average band does.
Right.
So that's not even, at one point in time in the band world, that was across the board. It was some bands that was better than others, but as a whole, it wasn't. Like at one point in time in the swag, like in the 80s and in the early 90s, everybody was good. Some people were better than others, but as a whole, music was taught on a certain level, man. That's why a lot of those band directors back in those days didn't matter what school you came from. They were good band directors because they were taught music on a certain level. It was all taught on it. Now, some people might have went above that level, but yet it was a certain standard that was always across the board. And I just think that folks need to go back to teaching music across the board. Teach them how to, like teach them how to actually really play their instrument. Because style is based off of you knowing how to play. Then you develop your style off of that. Because style is nothing but articulation and what you do on this and what you do on that. But if you don't know those things, then you have to know how to play first. Then you can put on your style. Okay, well now my band has a jazzy style. Okay, well now my band has this type of concertist, if you will, type of style, whatever you want to call it. But get back to the teaching music on at a certain level, like across the board. And that's what's missing in today's game. And we got all this technology for us to be greater than the generations before us. But yet, folks can say what they want. But bands back in the 80s was smashing the folks now. And in certain aspects that is better. I'm not saying the stuff has not improved, but you have only improved off of
Your
the things
identity.
that they did. So therefore, if they did not do those things, you wouldn't be able to develop the things that you do. But yeah, I mean, it's just the type of literature they was playing. Like everybody almost back in the day was playing, and not saying that you have to that what makes you cold if you play run. But everybody was playing real music. Everybody, because back then music had that type of thing that's inside of them. Instead of the 8-bar songs that we have a lot of times today, or the remakes of old songs, because a lot of people don't have a lot of originality. It's just go back to that old. As I tell my band, like with my program, I want to go back while moving forward. That's one of our motto. I want to go back and get that work ethic of old school. Go back to get that drive of the old school while we're still moving forward in the times that we are today. Because honestly, if I get my program to have that old school mentality and that work ethic, I will be unstoppable with whatever size that I have. Because my students are gonna outwork your students. You're gonna know that you're gonna probably start practicing for me. But I'm building a dynasty now. I'm laying the foundations so that I can be a big man. But yeah, it's hard while you're doing that, and a lot of and it's a tedious process that do take time. I don't think it takes as long as the time as people might think it's gonna take, but yet it's a time in general, because not only do I have to get my program band to be right, I have to get my feeder school programs right, because they are the key to my success. So if they're not performing at a level that they need to perform at, then that means that when you come to high school, that's going to be a harder job on the staff that's at Carter for us. Now, don't get me wrong, because I ain't scared of no hard work, because that's why I was taught at Texas Southern. But yet, if I can make it easier on myself, I got to make sure that they are more successful than my program. If I make sure that they are more successful than my program, then oh Lord, what is my program gonna be? If I get their kids that's in the feeder programs that supply Carter to really have that love for band and want to get into it and pursue it at a strong level, then what does that mean for my program? And honestly, that's something that every band director, that if you having that issue, because I do understand, because especially in Houston, man, that feeder program in Houston is bad. It's not as bad in Dallas, but it's bad nonetheless, but not as bad. But you gotta really have to really go and really work on that, man. You have to, it's so much stuff that you would have to do to get those band directors that are at that feeder school, or if you don't have a band director at that feeder school, well then, man, you need to find a way that, you know what, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not gonna be at my high school. I'm gonna be at that feeder school starting the after school program because I have to build. I have to get them. But see, folks don't want to put in that type of hard work because that's not what they got the job for. They got the job to be that Negro or to be that individual instead of you putting in your work. So that's something, man, you got to put in that work. And it's hard. I ain't saying it's easy. It is hard. But if you want to really, truly be great, you will put that work in. Even the times that when you feel like it's not working, those are the times that you really have to put the work in. It's gonna be times that you feel like I'm finna stop doing this because I don't see the harvest that I'm trying to reap. But yeah, if you don't ever work, that's just like planting a seed and thinking tomorrow it's gonna grow fruit tomorrow. It's not gonna do that. You're gonna have some days that ain't gonna be sunny. You're gonna have some days where it's gonna rain all the time. You're gonna be like, well, I prayed for rain. Well, Lord, can you stop the rain a little bit and bring some sunlight? It's gonna be those type of days, and so that's why I don't have time to be worrying about what other folks feel about me because I have too much stuff to do. I don't do videos. I don't have time to do those what's the name videos because I'm trying to maneuver my feeder school program so that they can get right, so I can get with those band directors during this COVID time and seeing how can I help you. I'm gonna be your assistant band director. I know I'm head band director at the high school. But when I come to your school, I'm your assistant. What do you need help on? Because a lot of them, they don't have an assistant. It's hard being a head band director and an assistant band director at the same time. That's hard. So therefore, you have to go, deal with that. You have to, as they say, politic, even though I don't believe in politics, but I do believe in getting things done. That you got to see how their demeanor in trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Because you might be talking to a band director who might not want to be as good as you want them to be. Some people like making 80s. Well, I like to make 100s or better. And to me, your 80s is trash to me. But but to you, it's great. And I'm like, okay, well, let me tell you that it's trash. I'm not saying that it's trash. Maybe I can put your mind on 2. Okay, that's good. But we can be 100. We can be 250. We can be 80%. So it's, you have to be able to work with them and try to set up a plan. And then not only will you have a plan, you got to know how, you got to set up a way to execute that plan. See, a lot of people lose off on because they got a plan. Okay, that's great. But how you going to execute that plan? How you going to put that plan in order? Are you judging from stuff that's going to come in your way that you don't got you don't got no control over, like Corona. Do that and be great. It's just, I don't be having time for that BS. That's why I'm more so of as my friends would say, I'm more so of a pull-up type of individual. I will make a trip because my fingertips are not, if it gets to that point, I would do that. But it's just on the level, I don't have time to be playing these little fairy tale games with little boys at the end of the day because little boys play games.
Right.
That's what little boys do. But see, this grown man that's sitting up over here, that's not finna go, that's not finna play that game, that's not finna be fraud with you or play the game to be fake just to get you on my side. So because that what makes me feel like that would help me to become better. See, no, I'm too, God got me too much for me to believe in another person on that level like that. So since I don't, and not only that I have morals and standards that I stand by, that tends to have a lot of people don't like me because I've come to find out that a lot of people don't have them. They don't have them. So therefore, when you have them, they have an issue with you when you have them. So that's why folks will say this and this and that and that. Well, once again, like Burga say, just like Rick and them was saying too, you won't tell me in my face.
Exactly.
But you feel comfortable in telling other folks in a big group though. So I appreciate that you respect me enough.
You're not gonna say it to my face.
Know that if you would come my way with that it wouldn't go good. So you would want to go tell somebody who's going to entertain that. And I appreciate you having that respect for me enough to do so. Because I come from a time and from a family that we're straightforward. I'm getting better at how I tell people. I'm getting way better at that. And this interview is one of them. But yeah, I have to be me. And if I be me and that gets you to not like me, or that gets me to have an issue in what I'm trying to do in life, then apparently God is showing me that I might need to move on and do something else. So, you know, everybody don't have that aspect. Me and Mark Martin, man, we talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about, that's one of the things we talk about a lot. And it's just on the level of like, I hate to say I don't care, because I mean, I don't mean to say it in a negative way by when I say I don't care. When I say I don't care, it's like I don't care about the aspects that you care about it. I don't care, because that might insult you, and you might have, maybe I should say, you might have time to care. I don't, because I'm trying to build my program, and I got feeder school programs, and I got stuff that I got to do, you know, that my district allows for me to do, so I don't have time for a lot of things. You know, so I just don't care, because me caring about something that is so frivolous will stop me from being great. I don't have time to focus on that. And I pray that others who do not care for me or feel some type of way about me, that you do the same.
Man, I feel that, man.
But that's the bad. I know you got to go, man. I know it was a long interview. My bad, man. I could talk about, but I do like
you good, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Like I say, man, stay safe out here. And when the band world opens back up, man, I'll definitely make that trip to Dallas. Come check y'all out more, man.
Oh yeah, man. And anytime a video, bro, you got me, man. I got you. Appreciate that,
when
man.
When I come to Dallas, I'm blowing at it.
Go ahead. I expect nothing less. and why you can come see the band hall. You can come see the elevator. Everybody don't got an elevator in their band hall, but at Carter, we do. Come on, see the new band hall. I say, bro, I really could stun on folks, but I don't care about that, because if I really show my band hall and the stuff that we got up in there, folks will be mad at me because God blessed us. And I don't want nobody to be mad at me because I got blessed by God. I just don't need that to be on your soul.
Man, I might be in.
You can ride the elevator on up to the top.
Hey, what part of Dallas y'all in?
We in Oak Cliff. We on the south side of town.
Okay.
Ain't coming over there. That's bad.
Nah, it ain't that bad, man. We good over there, man. Come on through.
Hey, what hospitals y'all got in that area?
Hospitals? You said hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, the closest hospital to Carter is the school. It's called Charlton Methodist Hospital. It's one of the Methodist hospitals. It's one of two Methodist hospitals we got in Dallas. But that's the closest one. We offer 20. We on side. I don't know if you ever heard of this church called Friendship West, but we like right there by Friendship. It's a real big church, like real big. It's like
they trying to get me to come to Frisco and work.
Oh, you out there? Yeah, I know where Frisco is. Yeah,
I ain't going that far.
Frisco.
That's on the north side. But it's good living in Frisco. It's great living. That ain't no Oak Cliff living in Frisco.
Man,
but Oak Cliff got some nice parts. It got his other parts too.
I stayed 1 block from Cullen and Belford by the jailhouse apartments.
Cullen and Belford. Oh, you was in what's that?
Sunnyside.
What's that? South Park. Sunnyside. Okay, I'm about
You know where the jailhouse apartments at?
Oh, I know. Yeah, them throwing them projects. I know where they at.
They got that Family Dollar on side the gas station.
The Family Dollar right there. It's like a little like a gas station that's right there on that corner. It's a Burger King. I know what you're talking about.
I was 2 blocks from that in the hood.
Oh yeah, you was there. You was in there. You was in there like swimwear. You was in there. Man, but yeah, let's go. But we gotta get on off of it. We gotta get on up here, man. Plus, I gotta be at work in the morning, man. I got new stuff that's coming into the new band hall.
Man, I'm at work now, man. What y'all talking about? I got a late night.
Well, I didn't. I gotta get up.
All right, Brock, man. Be easy, man.
Man, same to
All
y'all.
right, Brock.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you,
you,
man.
man.
All
Send
right.
that to me, though,
Both of
Brock.
y'all. All right. For sure, man.
All right.
Yeah.